live each day of the week. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What you waiting for? Come and take a seat. Like and subscribe, this is where you wanna be. Cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey, everybody. Let me know if y'all can hear my voice. Let me know if y'all can hear my voice. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Y'all get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here, get in her. Hey, let me know if y'all can hear me. She said, yes, we can hear you. Thank you so much, loving me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. Y'all, sorry I'm late and sorry I had to change the topic. We were supposed to be talking about something totally different. But the responses are in. They are in. They are in. Okay. I need y'all to get comfy, baby, and pull up a chair. Where my girl Binky at? Pull up her chair. Pull up her chair. Cause y'all. Now listen, I know a lot of people are going over this today. Okay. And I know that everybody's going to have their different interpretations of what they are reading. But I'm going to tell y'all the loud talkers way, okay? Because, people might try to sugarcoat, sprinkle some damn powdered sugar, dusted, generic, great value sugar on shit. But I'm going to tell y'all how it really is, okay? So trust that I'm going to be honest with you and I'm going to keep it a buck. All the way a buck, okay? So I need y'all to get in here, hit that thumbs up button for your girl. But I had to read through it before I came live. And I'm side-eyeing some shit now, y'all. I see why it wasn't just closed down, all right? So everybody just come on up in here. Hit that thumbs up button for me, please. Come on in here. I'm going to keep it real, okay? I'm going to keep it all the way real. I ain't putting no sugar on chat. Okay? So y'all come on up in here. But before we get into this commentary, let me just say this. Everything that I say out of my mouth on this channel is allegedly, is based on my opinion, my interpretations of things, and definitely not trying to defame nobody's character, okay? But facts is facts, truth is truth. And I'm just going to be reading the documents and giving my opinion on the documents, okay? Now, I'm not going to show the documents today because I didn't go through it and take out the names and all that shit or whatever, but I am going to be telling you what is in the documents, okay? And my interpretation of what the hell it means. Now, y'all can all say hey to Miss Season because y'all know she already over here because of everybody on YouTube. She wants to hear my breakdown. And I do believe that her and LaTruth are both writing this shit up or whatever because they know it's going to be announced or talked about on YouTube. So everybody say, hey, Vivacaaaa. Hey, Vivacaaaa. Hey, LaTruth, because they listening and they watching. Trust and believe. Don't think for one moment. And if they ain't here now because they over on somebody else's channel, they will be here and they will be listening. So go ahead and say, hey, Vivacaaaa. Hey, Vivacaaaa. Hey, LaTruth. Y'all had some shit going on. But, baby, some of the things that I read, child, when I tell you, girl, let me tell you something. What goes around, come around. We know that karma is a bitch and people don't stay blind forever. And that's including everybody, me, you, everybody. People don't stay blind forever. Even though it may seem a little blurry sometimes, right? But if you sit there long enough and you watch and you listen and you will see things come to pass. And that's what Miss Season did. And we're going to talk about it, okay? So don't think for one moment, because listen, y'all see the title. It says Miss Vivacaaaa, Miss Season Vivacaaaa, court response raised. It should say raised, not raises, but it should have said raised questions about LaTruth 6-year marriage, okay? Because, baby, wait till I get to that part, honey, because I'm going to explain thoroughly on how I interpret that, okay? Because she brung it up. She brung it up in these documents. So, just like we said the other day, LaTruth didn't put everything out, okay? And we're going to get into it in a minute. And we kind of figured it, but we didn't know for sure. But people do show you, and this is not just a hit against LaTruth, but this is a hit against people, in my opinion, that's trying to be shady, okay? People reveal what they want to reveal, and then they hide what they want to hide. Now, I'm a transparent person. I don't even care if it's revealing myself, right? I would have just put it all on the floor to save somebody else from having to come and reveal some shit about me. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, I would have just went ahead and just said, you know, boom, it is what it is. Because I still think that if he would have done that, he would have still been sitting on high grounds. Now he looking suspect as a motherfucker, okay? In my opinion. Now, somebody else's commentary may read completely different. But when the part comes up about the 6-year marriage, I'm going to put that on the screen, okay? Those receipts, all right? So she did drop some receipts, but she dropped receipts further up than what he did. So he started in June. She went before June, right? Apparently at the time in February where she actually broke up with him or whatever. Because she did break up with him or whatever you want to call the shit. She did, but we're going to get to that part, okay? Now, unless these receipts are lies, which I don't know if they are or not because I ain't authenticated shit, right? But we don't know if his is lies. So I'm just going to read to you guys what she dropped versus what he dropped, right? And then I'm going to give you my commentary behind what I feel like it means, all right? But I still think that she has a point to prove that is useless. And to be honest with her, getting away from him would have probably been the best thing ever. However, she did prove that this mofo is still calling her. And I don't understand that. And you know, I'm not even looking for a response from no content creator. But however, you know, when you want to drop receipts of people and then you want to say things like, oh, this person is moving on. He going on about his life. He ain't stunned her. Well, what he calling her for? He literally called her after she filed a restraining order. He literally just called her the other day. I'm going to need to know why. Because this is some strange ass shit to me. What is he going to say? He butt dialed? Is he going to say his phone dropped and it accidentally called her like he did when he called Bree 39 times? Is he going to say that? Or is he going to say, I didn't do it. She lying. You can manipulate text or whatever. No, I do believe he did call her. She showed proof. But anyway, girl, let's get into these damn receipts. Now, LaTruth, I'm gonna let you know, brother, I was on your side. I really was. I really wasn't on no side, but I definitely was against Vivacaaaa. So I'm going to have to say that Vivacaaaa, she might be on to something. I still think, you know, as an older woman, she should have threw deuces and blocked this motherfucker. However, in the same sense, I do believe that he is fucking with her in some type of sense because why you calling her? So anyway, so we read LaTruth's response the other day. And he did drop some, what I thought was some valid receipts that he made it very known to Vivacaaaa that he did not want to be in a relationship. And the receipts read to me like she got bitter, mad, and she's just coming after him legally, right? Because she said, Amora, have you checked her case against Amira? No, not yet, baby. Can we get through this one first? Come on, slow your roll. Work with me here. Work with me, okay? So right now we talking about Robert and Miss Vivacaaaa today, okay? We ain't talking about none of the others, just them two today. Now, so the receipts read, she said, oh my God, Amora, we just love you more for saying that about LaTruth. Girl, I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm really going to keep it a buck because, you know, transparency is everything. And I was really riding for LaTruth. I ain't going to lie. I was like, oh, Miss Season crazy, Miss Season this, Miss Season that. But now I got questions. I still think, you know, she should have blocked his ass and threw deuces. But I have questions after reading her response. Now, again, let me just put this out here. I do believe both of their response is because they know they're going to be read on the internet. So whether she conniving and manipulative or he conniving and manipulative, they both are doing this because they know it's going to be read on the internet. Okay. I believe that if they didn't think, oh, they're going to come to the internet and expose me, I think that it would be different responses, in my opinion. However, let's get into this. Okay. So I told y'all the other day that they went to court and the judge wanted Miss Season to respond to him in writing. Now, from what I heard, is that she asked, can I just respond right now, Your Honor? And the judge says, no, respond in writing or whatever. Now, I'm sure she didn't like that because she knew, damn, Amore and all the rest of them going to get it and they're going to put their own interpretations on it. And yeah, we are. Absolutely. We're going to put the interpretation on how we interpret this shit, right? And that's what we're doing. So I think right now, like 3 or 4 lives is going on with this same information. I know I received it almost an hour ago or so, but I wanted to read through it first before I just came and jumped out here on it. I wanted to read it. And as I was reading it, I was like, wait a minute. Okay. All right. Now, let's get into it. And then all through this thing, I'm going to be giving my opinion. So y'all, I'm going to be very opinionated today because, I mean, hell, I can, right? All right. Before we get into it, I do have my coffee link up. If you guys want to keep me filled with a cup of coffee, coffee costs $5 a cup. If you guys want to fill me up with some coffee, my link is pinned above. I do have a goal of 20 $10 super chats. So if you guys want to bless me on this second day of Black History Month, February the 2nd. Okay. All right. So let's move right along in these receipts. Okay. So her answer and counterclaim says, my name is Vivacaaaa, and I am representing myself in this actions. And in response, each of the numbered paragraph of the petitioner's complaint, I state as follows. All right. So she was not forced, but ordered. She was ordered to respond to LaTruth with all the allegations that he made against her. Well, actually, it was his response to her, but in his response, he kind of accused her of some things as well. And they wanted her to respond. Okay. Y'all hit that thumbs up button for your girl, please. And thank you. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. We're going to get into it, y'all. We're going to get into it. We are definitely going to get into it. Let me check my thumbs up right quick. Okay, I got 179 thumbs up. Can we make it 200? Can we make it 200 thumbs up, please? And thank you. Come on, y'all. I'm going to give it to you. Trust me, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give y'all the tea, the breakdown, the real honest breakdown. And let me just say this. In this situation right here, I'm not on neither one of their sides. In this situation right here, I am neutral. Now, I was leaning LaTruth, I ain't gonna lie, because Vivacaaaa was out here looking sad. But now that I know he called her just the other day, that makes me side-eye him for real, for real. So I'm not on no one's side. I am straight down the middle on this right here, okay? You know how I was on Brianna's side? I'm not on Robert's side or not Vianna, but Vivacaa's side on this one right here. I'm not on nobody's side. They both, in my opinion, acting like elementary kids, to be honest with you. But let's get into it. All right. So Miss Vivacaaaa, and let me just show y'all that I do have the digits. Let me open it up right quick. Let me just show y'all that I do have the digits. These are the digits. It was filed today. She filed it today at 3:55. So they must have set their notifications like I be setting mine. All right. So I do have the digits. I'm going to get into it. And then we're going to get into these text messages that she uploaded. Okay. She uploaded some text messages too, but she uploaded the text messages before the message that he uploaded. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get into this this filing. All right, let me move this out the way. Y'all come on up in here and get comfy, baby. Get comfy with your girl, because we're gonna get into it. Let me move this out the way. Y'all hit that thumbs up button for your girl. All right. Miss Vivacaaaa, let's go. So again, this is from Vivacaaaa. She says, starting off. Hold on, let me increase this. Damn, it's so little. Okay, we go. All right, she says, the allegations of paragraph 1. I ain't gonna read that part. Anyway, she says, the respondent's description. When she said respondent, she's talking about LaTruth. So the respondent LaTruth's description of how the relationship ended is not accurate. I made the decision to end the relationship and clearly explain that staying in contact or trying to remain friends was not healthy nor appropriate. I told LaTruth that ending communication completely was necessary for the both of us to move forward. Despite these boundaries, LaTruth continued asking to remain friends and stay in contact. Each time I said no. After that, he made comments suggesting that his supporters would turn their backs against me or attack me. She said, would turn against or attack me if I did not continue engaging with him publicly in some type of way. He also told me that I should give up my public platform. And she got receipts on this shit, y'all. He also told me that I should give up my public platform and go back to using only my personal social media page. So he wanted her to give up Miss Season page. Going back to Vivacaaaa. Give up Miss Season. Okay? Yeah, let me have that with your face on it and everything. I want you to give that up and go back to your boring, small, itty bitty Vivacaaaa page. Okay? So she said those statements, hold on, I'm sorry. Given his public presence and following, those statements felt controlling and intimidating to me. At the time of our final text exchange, his response were unusually hostile and out of character. And I did not understand why. It later became clear that this was not an isolated incident when he submitted selected portions of those messages as attachment to this answer, to his answer in this case. After reviewing what he submitted, I noticed that part of the conversations was missing, which changed the context and presented only a version favorable to him. Because of LaTruth's public platform, it was reasonably foreseeable that these partial messages would spread beyond the courtroom. And as a result, I experienced this conduct as exposing me to public embarrassment and further harass me. Instead of respecting the boundaries that I set, his behavior escalated and turned what should have been a private exchange into another form of unwanted harassment involving third parties from an online community that supports him. Looking back, I now understand that LaTruth's dismissive, hostile, and unusually aggressive responses during one of our final text communications were not isolated or accidental. Instead, they reflect a broader pattern of the same behaviors intended to provoke reaction, create a record, and later use those interactions to publicly embarrass and humiliate me by submitting them as his answer and as a way to control the narrative. During the text exchange, his behavior was so out of character that I questioned whether I was interacting with the same person that I had previously known. Therefore, I remained composed as I understood during those exchanges what his motives were. This conduct further support my request for protection as it involved third parties in a manner that caused me additional distress and harm. Now, we're going to go on, but before we do, okay, let me read a couple of y'all comments. She said, no way in hell I'm classy and got tired with a piece of shit like Brianna told them they would find out. Shake my head. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, she did. So I'm going to go on because, okay, so then, well, let's stop there for a second. So basically what she's saying is, she's saying the messages that he sent to her, she noticed they was a little off, right? And now she realized that the reason why they were a little off from how he usually responds is because he was basically setting her up. He was setting her up because he figured one day that these would be used against her. And they were. And as we was reading them the other day, they did seem a little, very direct. And we're like, to me, I ain't gonna lie, it was more manipulative, right? And it was how he started doing Brianna, because he got caught off guard with Bree. Remember, he got caught off guard with Bree, and he's the type of person that he ain't getting caught off guard no more. So what he'll do is he'll start putting in the text messages as if you're going to expose him, as if you're going to show the internet. He literally start responding to Brianna in ways of, I know you're going to show the internet because that's what you do, and things of that nature, right? Nevertheless, do I feel sorry for Miss Season? No, because as a woman, I feel that she should have been older and smart enough to know what he was doing at the time he was doing it, right? But I'm going to get to the part where she mentions the marriage because, baby, oh, yeah, I got a lot to say about that, Miss Season. I got a lot to say about that, Miss Season. Ooh, I got a lot to say about that. But anyway, let's continue. Okay. So again, she's responding to the court, basically saying she feels that, he put those last few text messages because they were intentional. He wrote it a certain way because it was very much intentional to be released so that she could be drugged, embarrassed, and harassed or whatever, right? And that's why another reason why I feel like she should have threw deuces at his ass and blocked him. I don't understand why she didn't block him. She literally could have blocked this joker, but she chose not to, and let's listen to the lame ass excuse as to why she didn't. All right. So now let's continue. So then she goes on and says the allegations she said the allegations is partially true and partially untrue. Is it true that there was no physical contact after the relationship ended? Oh, she said it is true that there was no physical contact after the relationship ended. However, the absence of physical contact does not mean that intimidation, harassment, or coercive conduct did not occur, okay? The respondent LaTruth's characterization of my concerns as purely subjective is not accurate, and the conduct at issue is not limited to physical contact. So basically she's saying, yeah, he said there were no physical contact. We didn't have sex. He didn't hit me or anything like that. But that does not mean there was not intimidation. There was not mean there was not harassment. It does not mean that it was not forced conduct. Okay. He still did those things is what she's trying to say. Outside of physical contact. Contact. Okay. All right, let's continue. So the third one, she says the allegation is partially true and partially untrue. I do not dispute that the respondent creates content for public audience. However, the issue is not his profession or experience, but how his conduct and public facing actions affect me in this specific context. The existence of a public platform does not negate the impact of statements or actions that I experienced as intimidating or harassing. You know what? Let me do something right quick. Let me pull up his so I can bounce it off one by one. Hold on one second. Because maybe some people are just here for the first time and they don't know what he said to what made her respond a certain way. Okay, hold on. Let me go. I'm only on number 3, so I could just go back to number 2. And then go to number 3. Now, y'all know she filed on him. He responded, and then the judge had her to respond, which I think kind of weird. But anyway, I guess. All right. All right, let me pull hers up. I'm going to pull both of them up. No, that's hers. Let me pull his up. Give me a second. I'm going to pull his up. And then at the end, I'm going to tell you who I think is being manipulative. This is this his? Hold on. My bad. I got too many in here. Give me a sec, y'all. Sorry about that. No, that's not his. Oh, that's Simone. That means he got too many in here. Or she. I think this is it right here. No, this is hers against his. Where's his answer? Okay, hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Because his answer was not too long ago. Okay, here we go. No, that's not his. All right, let me just continue. I know I got it, but I don't want to stall too much. I mean, I got too many in here. Seriously. Oh, LaTruth's. Here you go. All right. So, okay, let's go back to his and then versus hers. Okay. So, okay, let's go back to the first one. We're only on number 3. So, well, we already did number 1. We already answered the number 1. That was long. So number 2 was, I categorically deny hold on. I make it bigger. So LaTruth's says, I categorically deny ever committing dating, violence, stalking threats, intimidation, or harassment toward Valencia Vivacaaaa. Vivacaaaa admits in her filing that there has been no physical contact. The allegations rely entirely on subjective interpretations of my publicly available online content, which is not directed at Vivacaaaa. And then Vivacaaaa come back and say, well, all right, LaTruth is partially true and untrue on this one. It is true that there was no physical contact after the relationship ended. However, the absence of physical contact does not mean that LaTruth did not intimidate me, harass me, or try to force conduct, or forced conduct did not occur. LaTruth's characterization of my concerns as purely subjective is not accurate at all. And the conduct at issue is not limited to just physical contact, okay? So then LaTruth went on to say, I am a content creator, a music artist, and an actor with nearly 20 years of experience producing content involving both men and women. My content is created for general audience and professional purposes. I have never targeted Vivacaaaa through social media, live streams, or broadcasts. Vivacaaaa frequently complained about my content involving other women, which stem from personal dissatisfaction, not intimidation or threats. Any content reference exists long before Vivacaaaa and is unrelated to Vivacaaaa. Okay? So Vivacaaaa responded and said, hold up. This allegation from LaTruth is partially true and partially untrue. I do not dispute that LaTruth creates content for public audience. However, the issue is not his profession or experience, but how his conduct and public facing actions affect me in this specific context. The existence of a public platform does not negate the impact of statements or actions that I experience as intimidating or harassing. Then LaTruth goes on and says, contrary to claims of fear, Vivacaaaa continued to contact me voluntarily. She called me to offer condolence after my father passing in December of 2025. Phone record shows incoming call from Vivacaaaa, including a verified 12-minute call on December the 12th, 2025. She contacted me regarding her mid-season business page when it was compromised, and I provided advice to assist her in December 2025. Okay? That is what he said. So she came back and said, hold up now, hold on. LaTruth suggests that because I contact him, I could not have been afraid. That's not accurate. Huh? Okay. The contact he referenced was limited and occurred for specific non-personal reasons. Non-personal? In one instance in December, I did reach out after LaTruth's father passed away. At the beginning of that conversation, I briefly offered condolence, which I felt was appropriate given the circumstances. The conversation then immediately shifted to a necessary business matter. At that time, I had been removed from full administrative control of my business page after someone with back-end access took control of it. And the respondent was the only other individual who previously had access. The purpose of the contact was solely to address the loss of access and regain control of my business platform. This contact occurred before the escalation of conduct described in my exhibits. It was not personal in nature, not an attempt to reconcile, and not an invitation for continued communication. Contact made out of necessity or basic human courtesy does not negate fear once behavior escalates. After the respondent's conduct became hostile and intimidating, I no longer felt safe and took steps to disengage. Okay? So basically, she's saying, yeah, I called him and wished him condolence and asked about my damn page, which allegedly he booted her off of it. Okay? Took her off as administrative on her own damn page. But then again, was it her page? Was it really her page? It was her name. But who created it? Robert did, right? I think that's what he said in his other answer. He created that page. In text messages, he created that page. So, I mean, is it hers? Is it his? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me in the comments. Who page is it? Who page? Let's go to number 5 for LaTruth's answer. Y'all hit that thumbs up button for me, please, and thank you. So number 5, LaTruth says, Even after the end of our personal relationship, I continued assisting Vivacaaaa with business promotions and digital strategies free of charge until I officially removed myself from involvement with her business page on or around July of 2025. Now, Vivacaaaa says, hold on a second. The allegation is partially true and partially untrue. I do not dispute that LaTruth provided limited assistance related to business promotions and digital strategies during a period following the end of our personal relationship. However, that assistance occurred before the escalation of conduct described in my filing and do not negate the impact of what followed. Any assistance provided does not mean that later conduct was welcome, appropriate, or non-intimidating. As the respondent's behavior escalated, I no longer felt comfortable or safe continuing any interactions, and I took steps to disengage. The timing and context of events matter, and the conduct at issue arose after those boundaries were set. So she said, yeah, he helped me. Yeah, he gave me limited resources, right? Promotions or whatever. But after his conduct escalated, I told the Joker I no longer needed his service. I tried to disengage, and that's when things got worse, basically, is what she's saying. He crossed the boundaries, all right? All right, now number 6 of LaTruth. He says, Vivacaaaa contacted individuals close to me complaining about my content with other women and asking them to intervene or encourage reconciliation. This conduct contradicts her claim that she feared me. Then Vivacaaaa said, hold on. That allegation is so untrue. She didn't say so, but she said the allegation is untrue. I did not have sex with that woman. I mean, I'm sorry. No, that's the wrong one. I did not initiate contact with individuals close to LaTruth for the purpose of interventions or reconciliation. Any communication that occurred was initiated by others, not me, not by me. Basically, she said, I ain't telling them to call him. I was just talking to them. I was weeping to them. They the one that called him. But anyway, she said one such conversation occurred during a private text exchange in which I believe I was speaking in confidence and without any intention of involving third party. I did not ask anyone to intervene, reconcile, or speak to LaTruth on my behalf. During that conversation, I expressly asked that there be no involvement and that no one communicate with LaTruth about me. I later learned that portions of this private text communication were released publicly without full context, and that some messages were omitted or deleted, resulting in a narrative that did not reflect the circumstances in which the messages were made. The third party suggested that we talk and work out our grievances. Once I realized the situation could be mischaracterized or escalate further, I disengaged and reaffirmed my boundaries, okay? So now she's trying to say, yeah, I was talking to someone else, but I didn't tell them to go talk to him for me. I was just talking to them on a personal level, right? But after I realized that all of this could be mischaracterized or escalated further, I backed away and said, I see what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to get receipts. Y'all trying to get receipts. Vivacaaaa. All right. So anyway, number 7 of LaTruth. LaTruth says, the petition was filed shortly after I publicly acknowledged a new relationship. Prior to that disclosure, no police report, restraining order request, or emergency actions were sought against me. Vivacaaaa initiated multiple legal filings arising from the same personal circumstances. I do not ask this court to rule on any separate matter. I reference this solely to show that the present petition was not prompted by any new act, threat, or contact by me, but followed the public confirmation of my relationship. I respectfully submit this as relevant to context, timing, and credibility. He says, the petition is based on personal dissatisfaction, mischaracterization of public content, and even occurring after the friendship ended, not on legal actionable conduct. I have respected boundaries, ceased involvement in the petitioner's business, and have not contacted her except in response to her outreach. I respectfully request that this court dismiss the petition in its entirety. I swear under penalty of perjury that the foregoing statements are true and correct to the best of my knowledge. Respectfully submitted this 29th day of January. Then Vivacaaaa says, okay, wait a minute. The allegation is untrue. She says the petition was not filed due to personal dissatisfactions or mischaracterization of public content, but based on a pattern of conduct that escalated over time. The timing of the filings reflects when the conduct became intolerable and when I believe court interventions was necessary for my safety and protection. After the TPO order was filed on January the 9th of 2026, LaTruth contacted my phone on January the 27th, 2026 at 11:27 booty call hours of the night. Okay, 11:27 p.m. I did not answer the call. At that time, the TPO was in full effect. The contact further reinforced my concern and the need for continued protection. I respectfully request that this court enforce the existing temporary protective order and grant such relief as the court deems just and appropriate. All right? So she basically saying he called her. She filed on January 29th. LaTruth made a call on January 27th, and she showed receipts. And we are going to put those receipts up. Oh, wait a minute. Did she counterclaim? Oh, no. She didn't counterclaim. None of that is checked. So she didn't counterclaim. They just used that form. All right, so she didn't counterclaim. However, what she did do, she dropped some receipts, baby. Now I'm going to block this phone number out. Now, hold on. Let me look at this receipt. Anyway, I'm gonna block the phone number out. It do look kind of crazy, but I'll let the judge be the judge of that, honey. Let me block this number out. The judge gonna tell them to block each other. Watch. Just block each other and don't say nothing. That's what the judge gonna say, in my opinion. But it ain't it's not like we thought. We thought the judge was gonna throw it out all on his face, but child. All right, I'm going to block out just this part and I'm going to show y'all what she uploaded as receipts to him contacting her, okay? This is January the 27th. That is his phone number, allegedly. And it looks like, I know it looked funny up there or whatever. I don't know. That's for the judge to figure out. But it says missed call and 2026 at 11:25 p.m. So he called her. He called her. So I'm not sure what that's about, okay? But allegedly he called her, okay? So anyway, let me take that down. And she dropped some more receipts, all right? So now we're going to get into the receipts that she dropped on his ass. Because y'all remember the other day, he dropped a lot of receipts on her. Well, she then came back and dropped some receipts on his ass, okay? And on the receipts, she put some information that he left off. So we're going to talk about it, okay? So that's the receipt. Oh, sorry. But anyway, oh well. Let's talk about it. This shit is public anyway, y'all. Y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Now, she don't have it in the color like how he had his. Like one was blue, one was gray or whatever. So we just going to have to figure out left versus right. You know, we smart people over here, right? We are very intelligent, smart people over here. So we're going to figure this thing out together, all right? So now she doesn't have dates the way he had dates, which, you know, I like the way he had dates. But and that's not a date. She did this shit. She just printed it out this morning, okay? But anyway, let's get into these receipts. Y'all ready? All right. So apparently, she still got his name in there as LaTruth, where he got her name in there as Wilson Vivacaaaa. Honey, the last name first and first name last. No baby, no boo, no sneaky link, no comfort coochie, just LaTruth and Vivacaaaa, okay? All right? So he says, how far are you away? Now, this looked like something that came from him. How far are you away? And this is her response. I've taken some time to think about where we are. Now, this is supposed to be her way of proving that she broke up with him, okay? I've taken some time to think about where we are. And I need to be honest with myself and with you. I put a lot into this relationship. I've been clear about what I need. Unfortunately, we're not aligned on those things, and I don't see the future I want here. This isn't easy, but I need to focus on myself and my own well-being. I've reached the point where I need to step away, and I hope you understand this is the best decision for me. I wish you nothing but the best. So he comes back and say, Vivacaaaa, I truly appreciate you taking the time to share your feelings with me, comma. And I want to respond with the same honesty and respect. You already know everything I've been through and what I'm still working through. I've been upfront from the beginning about not wanting marriage again or being ready for a committed relationship. You deserve love and commitment you're looking for. And I hate this. And I hate this mean the end of our friendship. But I also respect your decision because I know how important this is to you. Right now, comma, my focus is on rebuilding my life. Getting back to a place where I can even consider giving you or anyone else what they truly deserve. I have 2 daughters I'm still working to provide for. And my priorities is stability. I appreciate you for being there for me, just as I have had your back. It's rare to find genuine people, and that's something I'll always value. No matter what, I'll always wish you the best. And if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. She says, it is so disingenuous of you to use ChatGPT to respond to me. This is one of my issues with you. No real emotions is sickening. And this joker said, now this part right here, baby, this took me out. LaTruth said, and I'm gonna blow it up. I gotta blow this up. LaTruth said, hold on, y'all. LaTruth said, you a lie. I wrote this. ChatGPT would have had spaces. I'm not a dummy. I can write. LaTruth said I can write. R-I-G-H-T. He said I'm not a dummy. I can write. I said, LaTruth, Lord Jesus, why did you do that? LaTruth said, I ain't no dummy. I can write. R-I-G-H-T, LaTruth. Maybe he should use ChatGPT. Now, he may not have used ChatGPT for this comment, but he used ChatGPT for the others. He said, you a lie. I wrote this. ChatGPT would have had spaces. I'm not a dummy. I can write, baby. I can write. LaTruth, baby, that one right there, honey. That shit is too funny. Now, you know what? Miss Season is not the level of petty that I am. Because I would have went back and was like, yeah, sure, your ass can write, okay? You definitely can write. You know what I mean? So anyway, that is too funny. That joker misspelled the word right. Now, I know this is not big for everybody, but the fact that he said, I'm not a dummy. I can write. I can write. LaTruth, baby, you should have put this shit straight through ChatGPT, okay? Just go on and throw it in there and let him go on and take it out for your ass, because, baby, you did not prove that you was not a dummy in that comment right there. Okay, stop. Just stop, okay? So anyway, so she responds and say, I've been around you long enough to know how stronger your writing skills are. Spare me, but whatever. So she knows that he did not write that. She knows that she was working with a brother that that had Forest City education, okay? Forest City, North Carolina education. All right. So that was that. Then I don't know what that says. And then she says, I return your call. What's up? And he says, did you want to discuss how you feel? And Vivacaaaa said, it's not going to matter. I'm drowning in this situation, and the fear of the unknown leaves me feeling unsafe. I tried. I really did. And then he responds, is that a no? Because if so, I'm going to bed. I'm tired from driving from Lyft all day, okay? Because he's like, I don't need your little fancy ass words about drowning in a situation and leaving the fear of the unknown, leaving me unsafe. He's like, Vivacaaaa, is that a no? Is that what you saying? Because if not, I'm taking my ass to bed. Like, speak English to me. You talk about some fear of the unknown and drowning in situations. Do you want to talk or no? Is what he's saying. He says, so is that a no? Because if not, I'm going back to bed. I'm tired from driving from Lyft all day long. And she said, well, you can call. And then he said, what you doing? And she says, Robert, I'm not interested in having the same conversations over and over again. Okay, unless there's something new to say. If you're ready to have a real discussion, we can talk when I'm ready. And then he says, I'm still not ready to talk about, and it looks like marriage. I don't know why come on now, Vivacaaaa, you got to be straight up. So Vivacaaaa left this part out, which in my opinion is vindictive, okay? It's manipulative. Because if you're going to drop receipts, you might as well drop it all, okay? Because when she said, I'm not interested in having the same old conversation with you unless there's something new to say, if you're ready to have a real discussion, we can talk when I'm ready. Then he responds, I'm still not ready to talk about, and you could clearly see that that's marriage. But she left it off. And you would think that she would have put it on another one, and she did not. So this is manipulative right here for Miss Season to cut that off. Now, I don't know what you did that for. So anyway, then we continue. Then she responds. So they both cutting off text messages and shit, okay? Then she says, Robert, I've noticed that despite removing you several times. Now, this one right here gets me, this comment right here. I mean, there's a few of them that gets me, but this is one of them, okay? She says, Robert, I've noticed that despite removing you several times, you continue to re-add yourself as a follower on my profile and comments under your post. Now, haven't we heard that before? Several times, right? We heard it from Brianna. We also heard it from his sister LaToya, that Robert uses other people's pages, right? And leave comments. Basically, he comments his own shit. He comments on his own page using their profile, okay? Now, she says, anyway, I've noticed that despite removing you several times, you continue to re-add yourself as a follower on my profile and comment on your post. Even after I remove you and deleted the comment from your profile, I don't support the content you're posting, especially the content that degrades women. So now Vivacaaaa knew that this man was doing degrading women content, but she stayed with him. She knew this. He was doing it while they were together, but she stayed with him. And one time, y'all remember, she came out and said, he's so brilliant. LaTruth is so brilliant. Y'all remember that? He's so brilliant. He knows how to get the reaction. He's so brilliant. Okay? Y'all remember that, right? All right. So anyway, but now she says, I don't support the content you're posting, especially the content that degrades women, and I don't want it associated with my name. Please stop adding yourself in my follower list and using my profile to comment on your post. Thank you for understanding. Then he comes back and say, I don't post any content degrading women, and I support everything you do. I share your stuff all the time to help you and have been since I met you. It's fair for me to pour into you and help you grow your business, but you don't help me promote my business. At this point, I'm feeling like I was used. I know why you actually contact me from the day we first actually spoke. Baby, if this shit ain't vindictive and manipulative, I don't know what is, okay? And gaslighting. But now, mind you, he does not deny using her profile, right, to make comments under his page, okay? She said he was the best man ever until he didn't want her no more. This is ridiculous. Well, you're right about that, Teresa, because she did. My man, my man, my man. And he gonna always be my man because I was laying down in the trenches with this man and don't nobody understand the love that we share together. This man was my everything, okay? Right? But anyway, he does not deny using her profile to comment. But yet what he does right here, he flips the script on her, okay? He says, first of all, what I post is not degrading women. And I support everything you do. And everything, he said, I support everything you do. I share your stuff all the time to help you and have been since I met you. It's fair for me to pour into you and help you grow your business, but you don't want to help me promote my business, is what he's asking. At this point, I feel like you use me, Vivacaaaa. I know why you actually contacted me from the day we first actually spoke. So right here, he's trying to guilt trip her, right? He's trying to say, I scratched your back, but you didn't scratch mine. You used me. You don't want to help me promote my business by allowing me to use your profile to leave whatever type of comments, positive comments or whatever, under my page, right? And she says, please respect my wishes. And you no longer have to comment on my content. So she's like, please respect my wishes and save your comments on my shit. I just want to move on respectfully and with peace. Thanks. Okay. So she's basically saying, I don't need to comment on your shit. You don't need to comment on my shit. I just want to move on respectfully and with peace. And he comes back and say, I haven't done anything to you for you to unfriend me and not support me at all. Now, this changes a little the context that we read yesterday or the day before, right? He says, I haven't done anything to you for you to unfriend me and not support me at all, Vivacaaaa. Ain't did shit to you. Nothing. Wait a minute, she says, if you from the A, you know the truth, not about nothing in real life. Oh, Lord. He says, I'm in the entertainment business, and you knew that when you met me. I create content, and my content is not degrading women just because you don't agree with my humor. Can you delete the page, please, if you move in this way? Because it's not right for you to grow a page off my likeness. And then when you reach a goal, you stop supporting me. Respectfully, I've been used. And then he put all caps, y'all. Respectfully, I've been used too many times and I'm tired of it. I have to start doing contracts moving forward. Having this huge heart is going to keep getting me used. Baby, that's manipulation for your ass. That is straight up ass manipulation right here, right here. If you know, you know. This is guilt trip manipulation 101, okay? Everything was good until you seen I wasn't ready to jump into a committed relationship, okay? Now, this is a tantrum because it even starts off with, I haven't done anything to you for you to unfriend me and not support me at all, okay? So, you know, it is what it is. Then she comes down here and says, please respect my boundaries and stop adding yourself in my follower list and commenting from my page. So yet again, she's saying, stop leaving comments from this season under your page. That ain't me. I want no parts of it, okay? Then she says, you have a lot of nerve to even attach my name to the things, especially after everything you have been doing. The audacity and haven't had the decency to even ask how I'm doing considering everything. It's evil and downright disgusting. I wish I would have seen this side of you a lot sooner. Child, we tried to tell her. Child, Vivacaaaa, shut up. Shut up. Okay, just shut up. Nevertheless, so here she's saying she wished you would have known what this side of him a lot sooner. Then he goes on and say, you asked me to follow you back, so I followed you back from both of my pages, and you said you was following me back. Please stop acting like your memory is starting to fade and looking for reasons to text me with drama. And then she says, after the shit I found out this week, I am utterly disgusted. That was before you started acting like a preschooler. And he says, I don't have a clue of what you're talking about, but okay. Now, I hate the fact that she did not leave the dates on these right here because I feel like that's important, but obviously, I don't know. She don't want us to know, but nevertheless. Then she says, really, Robert? Really? Please have your woman stop emailing me in my business email all the way back to March. Then you want to question me? This girl has disrespected me time and time again, and you have the audacity to be dealing with her? This chick has sent me over 50 screenshots of your call log. Check your LaTruth features email. I can't with you after everything I've been to you. We were very much still involved in March. Pathetic. I hope this is what you really wanted. Lock this on my page. She's harassing from every angle. You have to stop this. I'm going in my email or something ill going in my email. I'm filing harassment charges against her because she's contacting me directly. And then it don't look like he responded, or if he did, she didn't put it. And then she says, I just want to be honest with you because I care about both of our peace and the work we've done together. For me to keep collaborating, trust needs to be there. And after our conversation today, I feel uncertainty that makes me uneasy. I'm happy that we can talk openly, but if the doubts stay, it might be best for me to take a step back from the business side with you for now, so I can focus on my own path and you yours, and we both find clarity. I'm here if you need me, but I want what's best for the both of us. Let me know if you want me to bring you anything after your extractions. And then she put a bottle of some damn whatever. So then this right here, y'all, this right here, this message right here makes me, this is from Vivacaaaa. Vivacaaaa says, clarity is wild because what I see now is beyond anything I ever imagined. I don't condone lies, but after everything, I can only imagine what really went down behind those closed doors in those 6 years. I know for sure it's not something that I could have or would have wanted to survive. Right here, you guys, she's talking about his marriage to Brianna. Let's break this down, you guys. She says clarity is wild because what I see now is beyond anything I ever imagined. She's saying, I don't condone lies, meaning I don't like the fact that Brianna lied on you. This is what she's saying. But after everything that I experienced with you, I can only imagine what really, and let me highlight this, what really went down. She said, I can only imagine. Hold on. She says, after everything that I experienced with you, let's go back. How you do this shit? Give me a sec. Goddamn, what I do? Hold on, let me delete this big ass, long ass arrow. What happened to my arrow, y'all? Okay, let me bring it back. Well, anyway, after everything that I experienced, she says, after everything, I can only imagine what really went down behind closed doors in those 6 years. So basically, she's saying, I can only imagine what Brianna went through living with you, being married to you. I can only imagine. And then she tops it off by saying, but I know for sure it's not something that I could have survived. Baby, this speaks volume. This speaks volume. Now, after the 2.5 years that she spent with him, she's basically saying, I can only imagine what really, not what you told me, not what you told the internet, not what the internet twisted and turned and flipped and shared. But after everything of my dealings with you, I can only imagine what Brianna went through while being married to you. But she tops it off and say, I know for sure that I wouldn't have been able to survive 6 years with your ass. This is what she's telling him. I know for sure it's not something that I could have or would have wanted to survive, even though she don't come out here and say, you know what, Brianna, I jumped the gun. It was some shit that you went through. You survived that shit. Whatever it was, you survived it. But she texted to him. Now, let's look at his response. Let's look at his response. His response, blessing, he said, it's a blessing. I'm still alive. God got me. Now, you would think, right, that he would say something to the fact of, you know, the only thing that went down in that house, I don't know. You would think that he would reference what went down in that home. But what he did, it says, it's a blessing. I'm still alive. God got me. That's what he did. He did deflect. He didn't address what she said here. I don't condone lies, meaning that she believed that Brianna was lying. I don't condone lies. But after everything, I can only imagine what really went down between you and Brianna behind closed doors. But, you know, for her to even say that she can only imagine what really went down, she doesn't know what went down. No one knows. I don't know. No one knows what went down but him, Brianna, and God. No one knows what went down but him, Brianna, and God. But she doubled down and says, but I know for sure I wouldn't have survived it. I couldn't have survived it. Or she says, it's something that I could. She said, it's not something that I could have or would have wanted to survive. She said she would not have wanted to be Brianna and deal with his foolishness for 6 years after the shit that she dealt with him. Baby, somebody said, Amor, she didn't care what went down. She didn't. She didn't care what went down in that house. She believed every word he told her. So anyway, again, he says, it's a blessing. I'm still alive. God got me. And she says, God may have you, but it still doesn't excuse how you mishandled me. Now, this is where LaTruth starts sharing with the courts the messages from here. But look how much he left off. You see this? LaTruth left all of these text messages at home. He didn't take these text messages to court. He didn't even tell the judge that he called her on the 27th of January. He left these text messages off. He just started it right. Let me tell you. He only posted the text messages to the judge from right here. And that's why she put this here. Because all the rest of them, of her breaking off their relationship because she did, whether I don't give a fuck what you call it, relationship, situationship, fuckwationship, you know, sexiship, whatever the fuck it was, right? She showed proof that she broke it off with him. Now whether she meant the shit or not, she is the one that initiated taking a break, blah, blah, blah. How do we know that? Because of his response. His response. I truly appreciate you taking the time to share your feelings with me, and I want to respond with the same honesty and respect. Blah, 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 right? You deserve the love and commitment you're looking for, blah, blah, blah. So she, whatever it was, whether it was a relationship, situationship, whatever you want to call it, mingleationship, She broke it off right here. It doesn't have the date, but she really did break off whatever the fuck they had going on. And there's a couple of times in here that she said she just wanted to move on. But he only showed where she said, after she said what she said about Bree, he says, God got me. She said, God may have you, but it still doesn't excuse how you mishandled me. And that's when he came back with the you mishandled yourself. I never did anything to you, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So that is her answer. Now, let me tell you what I think is going to happen. I still think that LaTruth would have had the upper hand and the judge would have literally just called this back and forth, relationship banner, right? But I'm going to tell you where LaTruth fucked up. I'm going to let y'all tell me in the comments before I show y'all. Where do y'all think LaTruth fucked up? Where do y'all think he fucked up at? To where the judge is going to order them both to, in my opinion, to not talk to each other. Anybody know? In the comments, where do you think he fucked up at? And y'all may not think that it doesn't have weight, but it does. Exactly. He called her. He called her. He called her after the restraining order was in place. This is where LaTruth fucked up at, right here. Oh, sorry. But this is where he fucked up at. She filed charges against him on the 9th, and he called her on the 27th. You are not allowed to call anyone, especially because the damn things say no contact and blah, 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 blah. But the fact that he calls her on the 27th, after she had already filed against him, Amira, and Simone, he called her. So I do believe that the judge is going to look at it and be like, what do you call her for? What was this about? So I believe that the judge, I don't know if she'll write it, put it in writing. Like, you got a year restraining order, you got a year restraining order. I don't know if that would be in writing, but I do believe that she's going to verbally tell each of them to not contact each other, do not speak on each other, do not sub each other, do not degrade each other, do not harass each other, and all of that, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Okay, some of y'all say that y'all think he went wrong by going on her page and adding comments. Well, I don't think that he's going to get in trouble for that. And the reason being because she made him or he made her, however, he was admin on her page at one point. Right. And then she did tell him to stop. And she may have told him a couple of times to stop. But, I don't think that's going to be as big as him calling her after the restraining order had been filed. Okay. I do believe the judge is going to ask, what are you calling her for? What was this about? And I do believe that he's going to say some shit like, my foot, when I was screwing a mirror, my foot dialed her. He's going to think of something to tell the judge. Okay, I do believe that he's going to say something, that he's going to have his goons fuck with her. He's going to keep his mouth clean. Yeah, you might be right on that one. Yeah, you might be right on that one. Okay. She said, wasn't she on vacation? Was she on vacation? She said, more, you don't think him not submitting all those messages will affect him also? Do I think him not submitting the messages? Not really, but I think that it does provide him saying they wasn't in a relationship, or let me see something. Did he say he ended it? Hold on. I'm trying to see, did he say he ended it or did she say she ended it? Uh So LaTruth never really say that he ended it. He just says after the end of our personal relationship. So he doesn't really say he didn't end it. I mean, she ended it or he didn't. But what he did say is he did say that he swore under oath. Hold on, let me see when this was done. Ooh. So he filed his answer on the 29th, and he swore under oath that he has not called her. Now, he did say that he has not contacted her, and it clearly shows that he called her on the 27th. Now, here's the thing. Will she have to prove? I mean, hell, if you use the receipts that he uploaded, then you can be able to use the receipts that she uploaded, right? As far as the phone call. So on the 27th, he called, but he filed this on the 29th saying, and it said in the statement that he did not call her, that he did not. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Thank you so much. It says, great live, Amora. Let's help her reach her goal. Oh, thank you so much, Barbara. Y'all heard Barbara, y'all. Help me reach my goal. Help me reach my goal. Oh, wait a minute. I got another one. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Barbara. Yes. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love, you guys. I didn't even see it. I was so into these damn receipts, y'all. I didn't even see it. So I apologize for not acknowledging you, but I didn't even see it. So I believe, thank you so much. I do appreciate you, Barbara. I believe that if she accepts his receipts, she has to accept her receipts, right? And so she got to verify by the carrier call on the 27th at 11:25 at night. And in my opinion, that is an inappropriate time to be calling someone that you are not in a relationship with, unless y'all, unless y'all real cool and stuff, right? But isn't he with a mirror? I don't know. I would feel a way if my man made a call to a woman at 11:25 at night. What about you? I don't give a damn. Somebody used to fuck? Oh, man, I'm mad. What about y'all? Are you upset if your man makes a call to his ex that he used to cut up with, cut buddy type shit with, right? Would you be upset? She said Amira was probably passed out. So where the hell was Amira when he was calling that time of the night? That's what I'm talking about, Lampo. I don't know, but I would feel a way if you could call your brother or your sister, but yeah, no, I'm going to feel a way if you call a woman that you used to be sexually involved with. I would feel a way if you call her at 11 o'clock at night. She said, I'm going to read my comment. All right, hold on, Kibo. Where you at, darling? Kibo, where you at, baby? Kibo, I don't see your comment. You're going to have to do it again. I do not see it at all. I don't see your comment, Kibo. It must be all the way up there. I don't see it. Yeah, no, I don't see it. So make your comment again, honey. What you say? You said she hurt. Let me see. Season is hurt like a mother mofo, shaking my head. I still cannot feel bad for her. That's because of how she did Bree, and Bree never did anything to her. Nope. Hey, but Lampo, did you see what she said? Let's go back to that one. I don't even know if you was in here, but she referenced their marriage. Look at this. Did you see this? She basically saying after everything she done went through, I can only imagine what Bree went through behind closed doors. And she said it's something that I would not have been able to survive. That's telling. So she could come out here and turn a blind head, blind eye, or whatever, and act like, oh no, Brianna was just lying. Brianna was just lying. Brianna was just lying. She's saying after what she went through, she can only imagine what Brianna went through. She said, yeah, I saw it when you read it. Oh, okay, I didn't know you was in here. I did not know you was in here, but that's wild. That's absolutely crazy. She says, I'm late, but my opinion, he might like to get her drunk so he could do what he want. Yeah, I don't know about that, but she said, Amira need a place. Wait a minute. Amira need a place. What? Amira need a place to stay. She ain't gonna say shit. It's cold outside. What'd you say? Amira ain't said shit. It's cold outside. Hey, you be real good in the wintertime. You like, ain't nobody gonna kick me the hell out. She said, Amira ain't gonna say shit. She need a place to stay. Y'all are crazy. She said, Amira elevator don't go all the way. Let's not talk about Amira. We ain't gonna talk about Amira because this ain't really got nothing to do with Amira. I mean, y'all can say what you want, but I'm just saying I'm not gonna talk about Amira in this one. And the reason being because this don't have nothing to do with Amira. This is Season and LaTruth right here. Okay. Now, whatever Amira doing to her, we're gonna talk about Amira on that one. But this one is about Season and LaTruth. Okay. She said all 4 women can't be lying on Robert. Child, we've been said that. We've been said that. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. From her dropping these, I still don't feel bad for Miss Season, but I do believe that the gaslighting, the deflection, the manipulation, I do believe it was there. And this is just my opinion. I'm going out on a wild limb saying I do believe that he tried to take over her page. Why do I believe that? Well, because he told her, go back to your regular page. He told her to get rid of Miss Season. Now, I do have a question for y'all. Because to my understanding, in the messages that he uploaded, didn't he create the Miss Season page? So is that her page? If he created the Miss Season page, how is it hers? Unless she paid for it. So if he created that page and they broke up, y'all tell me, what do y'all think? Is it his page or is it her page? I wouldn't, if I didn't pay for it, I wouldn't want it. If I didn't pay for it, I wouldn't want the page. He can have it. I mean, I'm the type that when you cut your losses, you got to really cut your losses. Like, you got to literally, she said, put his call receipt. He had a call on the 27th on his response. Oh, hold on. Did he? Let's go. Hold on. He released a lot of receipts on her ass. I don't see the call receipt. Hold on, let me go back up. I don't see a call. I see the 12th. I don't see. I see the 12th. Oh, you right. You know what? These jokers lying. I think they both lying, y'all. They talked on the 27th for 28 minutes. They fucking lying. Look, y'all. Look at this shit. She talking about I didn't answer. The hell if you, wait a minute. Valencia. So outgoing call, which means he called her on the 27th at 8:35 p.m. and they talked for 28 minutes. And then they both lying. Man, this is some bullshit. Y'all ain't got a lot of fucking kick it though. Y'all ain't gotta fucking come out here and lie though. This is lies. So Valencia, This don't make no sense. So he called her. Oh, my bad. Yeah, you right. Oh, yeah, you right. This was 2025. I'm glad y'all pulled me down. Yeah, no. This is 2025. I was about to jump all over her ass. I was about to jump all over her ass. She probably somewhere on the damn limb talking about, no, Amora, it's 2025, Amora. Why did Robert show this then? Okay, so I guess he gonna think the judge gonna be fooled just like me. So this is 2025. Why did he include this? Lord, I'm so done with these motherfuckers. Anyway, so you right. I was about to get in Valencia's ass. Do you hear me? I was about to get in Valencia's ass. But you're right. This is 2025. That's why you got to slow down and you got to look at things. Because, baby, I was about to get out. I was about to say they over here trying to fool us. We ain't no damn dummies. But this is 2025. Okay? 2025. It must be something special about that damn date. Because he damn sure. Well, let's look at her call log and see. Is hers 2025? Let me see. Shit, you got to check this shit over, baby. Now hers say 2026. So hers is 2026. So she called him on the 12th and he called her in January. Okay. I had to come down off one, you know? You slick ass. Y'all over here pillow talking this shit. Y'all need to take this shit, wasting the goddamn judge's time. Incoming is he called her. No. Incoming is she called him. Because he's showing his. So incoming is she called him. Outgoing is he called her. Because he's showing his receipts. And so she missed the call, right? This is a missed call from him. This look a little suspect because why the number up there like that? But I don't know. The judge will have to figure that one out. You know what I'm saying? However, I do believe that that the judge is going to ask, why did he call? And I do believe that he's going to come up with some type of lie. So, Vivacaaaa, I know you listening. You're going to have to answer that one. She said, check your inbox. Hold on. Is it something else? Let me see. Oh, okay. So she sent me something basically saying, hold on. Huh? So, I'm sorry, y'all. I was over here reading. But so somebody sent me something where it says that you can manipulate iPhone text messages. But you know what? To be honest with you, I'm not gonna get into that because that is something that the judge gonna have to figure out. I don't even want to say if they are or if they are not. So that is, again, something the judge will have to figure out. And you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to get into that. You know, she said, Robert is so brilliant. Status is really Robert, or the messages talking mad-ish about Bree, really Robert and not Vivacaaaa. Say what, Tanya? Rewrite that, baby. What are you saying? Tell me what you're saying. She said, this man is such a cornball. He is a grandfather acting like a little boy. He doesn't own anything at 45 and pretends he's a celebrity. How was she attracted to this delusional, unstable man? I believe that, in my opinion, I believe that they thought that Robert was a really nice guy. You know, let's talk the truth about Robert, right? Robert shows listen, let's just be honest. Robert has a good social media presence, okay? He has mastered being able to positively influence people on social media, right? He's not the only one. He comes off as a very nice, calm, cool, and collective man. He does, right? Sweet, loving. And I say that because I'm talking overall. I'm not talking about the 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 distasteful skits that he does. I'm saying his overall persona, it gives off loving, calm, cool, you know, nice guy, family oriented. Oh, I love my kids type personality. Okay. She said, go, Matt. Thank you guys for helping me reach my goal. Let's celebrate right quick. Let's celebrate. And then let's get right back into Robert. Let's celebrate right quick, you guys. Thank you so much for helping me meet my goal on the 2nd day of February. Do appreciate it. Appreciate it much. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you once again. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all so very much for helping me reach my goal. So thank y'all so very much. I do appreciate you guys for pouring into me. So again, he comes off, you know, we may not want to admit it, but he comes off with this all calm, cool, collected, very family man on social media. And unless you kind of know what to look for, and unless you kind of know the backstory, right, then you won't catch it. And unless you really believe, you know, the things that has been put out here on him from a lot of content creators, you would think that he was calm, cool, and collected, right? But until you heard text messages that has never hit the internet, and the anger this man gets, and the things that he say when he is angry and tempered, then you won't see what a lot of people see. She said he is a charmer when you first meet him, and then the real HR comes out later. I do believe that. I mean, can we agree that he is a charmer? Because if we say no, then how the hell is he able to get these women? And these are not no unattractive ass women. These are beautiful women, okay, that he gets to entertain him. People agree with him on common sense shit that they should know already. His platform is 99% women, and all he do is show women other women asses. Okay, so the real MF said she doesn't agree. You don't agree that he has a what did I say? That he has a personality that woo women in, like he's a charmer. Now I know some of y'all not gonna agree because y'all probably like, ain't no way he could charm me. And I agree with you on that because he couldn't charm me either. But why in the hell is he charming all these women? So do you think the women are slow? She said, no, I can see straight through him. And I can too. I can too. So talk to me. Why aren't other women, beautiful women, why aren't they able to see through him? For starters, anytime someone is described as charming, that's a red flag. Yeah, that's true. Because charming is it is, it's manipulative behavior. They come off as charming. They up to some shit, right? No other woman will want him. Plus, when he is in the nursing home alone. Well, I don't agree with you on that because baby, it's women out here that will beat your ass for him. So I can't say that no other woman want him or whatever. We may have thought that in the beginning, but baby, it is women that want him. I guarantee you right now, if him and Amira won together, it will be 5 women throwing their pennies at him. So we can't even say don't no woman want him. Like that's just not even factual talk. That's not factual talk. I do believe that there are some thirsty, desperate women out here. And I think thirsty, desperate women will want any man out here. So we can't say no woman will want him. Just like with the shit Jonelle just pulled. You would think that another woman wouldn't want to be with him when he literally just tried to put his baby mama in jail. But yet Pretty Bree was over his house for 3 days sucking and fucking. Women... We desperate. And I say we, I'm talking as a woman. Not me, not you, but women in general. There's some desperate ass women. And they will ignore the red flags. They will ignore that shit and they will get with that man. What type of woman you think would want to be with Jonelle after the bullshit that he just pulled? What woman would want to be with him? A desperate one. A desperate one. But there are women that's desperate. Let's go a little further. Carlos was on T's live the other night, right? There was women out here calling him a murderer, saying that, he wasn't shit. He was wrong for allowing, what happened to Holly and all of that. But at the end of the conversation, it was women ready to jump in Carlos's inbox. And this is after they talk mad shit about him. This proves that women, they may talk shit about you. They may come out here and expose you. They may yada, 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 yada. Oh, he got a shitty ass bathroom. But they will suck your dick and lay on their back for these men. Let's just be honest. There's a woman out here that will want Robert, Jonelle, any man. One of my supporters sent to me, and I had seen it already, but she sent to me a court case where a guy admittedly, he was found guilty, but I don't think he denied it. I think he denied his reason behind it, but he didn't deny doing it. But he I don't know if he stabbed her or he slit her throat, but one or the other. He slit like 2 women throats, right? Their necks. He was a cruel ass, vicious, disgusting ass murderer. But there were women on TikTok throwing their asses at this guy, wanting to be his pen pal. He got sentenced to, he'll never get out of prison ever. Actually, I think he may even got the death row or whatever. What was it? Let me see. They deemed him a monster, but because he was an attractive guy, they literally wanted to be with this guy, marry this guy. Let me pull it up right quick. Like they literally wanted to be with this man. There's women. We cannot come out here and be like, oh, this man will never get another woman. Baby, let's not be fooled. Let's not be fooled. Some of these women are desperate. Some of these women are, I'm trying to pull it up, are thirsty for a man. And they don't give a damn. They will get with this man. And some of them will spoil these men, treat them real good. I'm trying to find it. Who sent me that? Anyway, I can't remember who sent it to me, but I covered the story on my platform. But even Jeffrey Dahmer's, right? Dahmer, I think that's his name. The one that ate bodies, flesh, and shit like that. Man, he had support. He had women throwing themselves at him. Anyway, I can't find it, but all I'm saying is, she said, then there's a psychological profile that fits them. You might want to chat GPT. What are you talking in reference to? But there's women, you guys, that do not care if a man is of no good. You know, I blame women. I'm not even gonna lie. I do. I blame women. We lift these men up. We make sorry men look worthy. Okay. We make unattractive men feel sexy and attractive. Here you go, right here. Hold on. Let me pull this up right here. He was called Wade Wilson. Let's put up his story right quick. Wade Wilson. And I think they called him something, the Joker or something. Wade Wilson. Let's see if this is the same guy. Yeah, it is. This Joker is in prison, and just after he got locked up, he tattooed his face, and he ended up getting a lot of women that wanted to be with him. Hold on, let me put it on mute. A lot of women wanted to be with him. He was literally in court, sitting there smiling and carrying on or whatever. I think they call him the Joker killer or whatever. But this man wasn't even trying to deny what he did. Okay? This is him. He was attractive, and women were throwing their dirty, nasty snot panties at this killer. And I want to say he unalived 2 women. This is him in court. This is him in court. And I want to say it was like 2 people that he unalived, but they didn't give a shit. They're like, oh hell, I want to marry him. I'll be his wife. I'll do what do you call them? Conjunctural visits with him, or whatever you call it. I'll be with him. I'll get down with him. I'll take care of him. It was women putting money on his commissary and everything. So one thing that we can't do is pretend that men can't get women. We literally need to stop thinking, oh, a man can't get a woman. He can't get a woman. He can't get a woman. Yeah, okay. There are women out here that will date, marry, take care, provide, and sacrifice for any man out here. Any man. This man was literally sitting in court, emotionalist, didn't give no shits about who he unalived. Yes, you said it's called a conjunctural visits. How do you say that? But anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. The C visits, the have sex visits, or whatever. There's women waiting to get his man. So to say, oh, he can't get another woman. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm trying to tell you, he can. Robert can. If this man slit 2 throats or beat however he unalived them, if he was able to do that, trust me, and his women that still want him or whatever. Y'all, this is exclusive trying to tell me how to say that damn word. Y'all know, listen, I'm just going to let her say it because y'all already know that's what she calling me for. Hey, exclusive. I already know what you're calling me for. Conjugal visits. Okay, I knew that's what you called me for. I love you more. Bye. I knew that's what she called me for. Conjugal visits. Because she knew I was fucking up that word. But conjugal visits. But they're literally putting money on him. He don't need a girlfriend. He got a lot of them. He probably dating about 30 women right now. So he's somewhere in prison. Did they give him the death penalty? I don't know if they sentenced him to death or not. But wherever he is, if he got an iPad, he is in, or a phone, he is in communication with a lot of women. Okay? They are fulfilling his emotional desires. Okay? She said, I love the way people look out for you. They sure do. She said, yeah, he did get the death penalty. So when you get the death penalty, can you make phone calls and stuff? I figured they would give him the death penalty. And the reason being because this man didn't have no emotions. He didn't give no damns. He didn't care. He didn't care. He like, hell, I did it. Like, I don't know if he said he did it, but I don't know if he said he didn't do it. But anywho, all I'm saying is what I'm trying to explain is we like to say, because I used to be one of the ones that said too, oh, ain't no woman gonna want him. Ain't no woman gonna want him. But I can't say that shit no more. It's women out here that want any man. Any man. I got a friend. Her husband looked like a whole barracuda, and I really mean he do look like a barracuda. Like he is so unattractive, like so unattractive. But guess what? He got her running around like ring around the motherfucking roses because baby, she be so man. When I tell you, she be like, why he treat me like this? And I be sitting up here thinking, girl, you can go and get somebody way better than him. And she know he unattractive, but she love his dirty stank draws, and he treat her like shit. And she loved this unattractive ass ninja. I'm talking about she love him. He runs circles around her, but she love him. And he ain't nothing like you really got to squint your eyes when you look at him or you know what I'm saying? But she still love him. She said Pretty Bree is the thirsty one that wants him and Ja. It ain't just Pretty Bree. It ain't just Pretty Bree. So all I'm saying, the only reason why I brought this up is because I'm saying we love to try to be like, oh, ain't no woman gonna want him. Ain't no woman gonna want him. Child, let me tell you something. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. It's women right now that's probably here in this chat that supported him from day one, that would throw their panties at him, would go to his house right now wearing their panties on their heads. Trust me, old, young, it don't even matter. They will definitely, and he know it. That's the thing. He knows this. Look at these women. Girl, I'm trying to tell you, these women want his ass. Okay, I'm letting you know. We can't carry that one no more. Not in 2026. She said, yeah, but at her age, you are looking to be equally yoked and someone to grow with, not someone doing GoFundMes. I get he can fool younger women, but she is way too old to fall for the persona. Now, I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. She's wrong for allowing him to play in her face. I absolutely agree with that. I do believe that Miss Season should have known better. I absolutely do. She should have known better. She allowed him to play in her face. And yeah. And in my opinion, that means that she won no more mature than Brianna. Brianna got with him when she was 22 years old. She got with him allegedly in her damn 50s. So no, that just shows that she was not smart. She could not see the signs. So all this, oh, I'm a narcissist guru, all slayer, and all that bullshit. Hang that hat up. She needs to hang that hat up. The real MF said, unfortunately, these women think they will be the one that can change the man. Season thought that she was the one that our age would treat differently. Wrong. Yes. And you know what? I'm going to go on a limb and say, oh my God, Miss Season. Miss Season, let's talk about this for a moment. Women, some women, think that buying a man, buying him expensive shit, taking him to nice restaurants, taking him on trips outside the country, spending money on a man is going to make that man love the woman more. That couldn't be the furthest from the truth. I actually think it does the opposite. Okay? I think it does the opposite. I think women that lead with their wallets, like how he said it in that little video he did, women that lead with wallet. I think that women that leads with the wallet will get the short end of the stick every time. Because basically, what are you showing the man? I don't need you financially. I have my own bag. Now, men may come out of their mouth and say it is not intimidating, but it is to a broke ass nigga. It is to a man that doesn't have really much to offer. It matters. So the fact that it seemed like Miss Season led with the wallet, from what we see, and Brianna led with the wallet. Men are intimidated. Broke men are intimidated by that. They are. Broke men are intimidated by that. He knew he could never be up to Miss Season's standards as a provider. And that's why he played in her face. But Miss Season, this is where we fought Vivacaaaa. Vivacaaaa should have been teaching younger women to not lead with the wallet, to not allow a man to use her. They were out here poking fun at Brianna for buying a $30,000 pennant around Jonelle's neck. Now, do I feel like she should have spent that money on that thing held to the gnaw? But what's the difference in spending $30,000 on a necklace? And I'm not taking up for Brianna, but let's put things in perspective, right? What's the difference in spending $30,000 on a necklace, right, than spending I don't know how much money over a 2.5-year span that may equal more than $30,000, right? Because if we really look at it, how much money do y'all think that Miss Season spent on him? Well, let's peel back the onion. There was a page created using her entertainment name, Mrs. Season, right? With her face, right? Doing videos and skits that receive hundreds of thousands, almost millions of views. She didn't make a dime from that. Do you think in 2.5 years that page made over $30,000? I would say yes. She said, Bree said the necklace wasn't $30,000. Oh, well, she told me it was $30,000, so I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. So nevertheless, but do you think that page that Miss Season was on, okay, do you think that page made over $30,000 in 2 years? So she said she didn't get a dime of it. That it was totally the money went to his bank account. So did Miss Season give him $30,000? Yeah, she did. More than that. She gave him more than $30,000 because I guarantee you Facebook pages, social media pages make more than $30,000, especially when it's consistent content on that page. She took him to fine restaurants, concerts, bought him clothes, all types of shit. Gave him money toward GoFundMe. So did she invest more than $30,000 into him? I'm going to say yes. She's supposed to be teaching women not to do that. Not to give of themselves. Was her coochie worth more than $30,000? She's supposed to be teaching younger people not to do that. Right? So at her age, she's 20 years older than Brianna. There's no way she should be caught up in the same shit that Brianna was caught up in. So that's why I fought her at. What are you teaching people if you miss the signs yourself? That's why I don't understand. She's over there on her page talking narcissism and all this other shit, right? She said, why is she stored under LaTruth but have a R in the circle? I'm just curious. Why is she what? Why is she stored under LaTruth but have a R in the circle? I don't know what that means. I have no idea what you mean. So all I'm saying is she's supposed, while she's over there with the, narcissist this and narcissist that and narcissist this and manipulation is this and gaslighting is this. She didn't even know this stuff herself. She absolutely did not know this stuff herself. And to say, I used to teach this way before. Girl, bye. Because if you teach it, then you should have taught yourself. And she did not teach herself. And that's why I blame her. She is 20 years older than Brianna. I don't expect Brianna to be as smart as her when it comes to relationship and experiences. So for her to poke fun and laugh and make digs on Brianna, what about her? She thinks she's exempt? No. She did the very thing to a woman 20 years her younger. So she's not exempt. No, ma'am. Not at all. She's not exempt. She should have known better. And I hope the judge tell her that. You should have known better. And I hope the judge asks her, how is someone you claim you in fear of and harasses you, why isn't he blocked? And I'm not talking about just a phone. I'm talking about on all social media platforms. Why isn't he blocked? When you go to court and tell the judge that someone is harassing you on social media, do you know what they're going to, not even go to court, when you call the police and say someone is harassing you, what is the police going to tell you? First thing out of their mouth, what are they going to say to you? Did you block them? Are they blocked? Someone please tell me. Why isn't he blocked? Why isn't he blocked on social media? Why isn't he blocked on the phone? Why isn't his girlfriend blocked? Why isn't his ex-girlfriend blocked? Why are you watching them? I don't get it. So anyway, is Robert being 100% truthful in whatever type shit they had going on? Probably not. He probably did tell her he loved her. He probably did tell her they was in some type of whatever relationship or whatever the case may be. But the shit is over. And it doesn't matter if they was in a relationship, not in a relationship, a real relationship, a fake relationship. That shit does not matter. It's over. I wouldn't even care as a female. Call it whatever the fuck you want at this point, but call it over. That's exactly how I feel about the people whining about me on their platforms. Oh, I used to be a supporter of hers. Well, it's over. Why are you crying about it? It's over. You're not a supporter of mine anymore. Go to therapy. Seek help. It's over. Why are you dwelling on it? I promise you, block the person. If you do, we need to normalize not liking someone, then block them. Stop watching them. Stop obsessing over them. We really need to normalize that. Why do you listen and obsess and stalk someone that you no longer want to be with, deal with, align with? Then why aren't they blocked? You put yourself through torture, seeing someone else move forward and succeed. You're putting yourself through torture. Because if you don't want to see it, if it bothers you, block them. Stop obsessing over them. And in my opinion, Miss Season is doing herself a disservice watching anything that this man is doing on social media. She's doing herself a disservice watching his new girlfriend. She's doing herself a disservice watching some woman that he messed with. Now, I get it. Simone did reach out to her directly. And I do believe that, the judge is going to probably put something in place for Simone. But as far as Robert and Amira, block them. Block them. And I hope the judge tells her that. Stop watching them. Block his phone number. There is a reason that door is open. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this, and this is the honest truth. People leave the door open for one reason and one reason only. Because they hoping and wishing and praying that your ass will come back. If people still got the door open, if they still watching you, if they still listening to you, if they still mentioning you, if they still gargling your name in their esophagus, the door is left open for one reason and one reason only. They are wishing and hoping for reconciliation. And that's dealing with any type of relationship, friendship, situationship, sexuationship, fuckawationship. They are hoping for reconciliation. Because if they wasn't, baby, the signs of I'm done, the signs of I've moved on, I've had enough of you, I don't need you, I don't think about you, I'm not obsessed with you, I'm not monitoring you. Baby, the signs of that is blockity, block, 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 block. That's it, that's all. Blockity, block, 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 block. No peeky peeks. No peeky peeks. No listens. No texty texts. No watchy watch. Blockity, block, block. That's it, that's all. She up here on her platform talking about people got monitoring spirits. What do you call the spirit that you have, Vivacaaaa? And the fact that she could identify the date of a video that she claimed was in threatening and intimidation. The fact that she could go all the way down to the fucking date, that tells me she is watching too goddamn hard. Too hard. Over a man that she claimed she left. Leave him for real, Vivacaaaa. People need to normalize leaving for real. They say they'll get on people's panels. I left. I disengaged. I no longer want to support. I left. Did you really leave? Did you really leave? Because if you left, why do you have to say it 1,000 fucking times, baby? Why are you still looking with your looking ass? With your looking ass. You didn't leave. Those are words. Stop paying attention to the words and watch the behavior. Stop focusing on words. Words mean nothing in these social media streets, and it seems like they don't mean nothing in these fucked up ass relationships either. Don't just listen to words. Look at behavior. I left. Did you? Because I can't tell. Bookie booty. Look like you still there to me. You watching. You lurking. You peeking. Ain't no goddamn way Miss Season should know anything that Robert has going on. Ain't no way. And then, this what took me out right here. I went on Robert page looking for that video. I didn't find it. I went on a Mirror page looking for that video. I didn't find it. Where is it at? It's on the Robert and a Mirror page together. That's even worse. That's even worse. How the hell are you even watching LaTruth and a Mirror talk show or whatever the hell it's called? What? That's even worse. I literally went on his page looking for it. Even if you want to be like, oh, I was just trying to keep up with our business deal. Girl, bye. You literally went on a page that he now shares with another woman. That video was on their page together. That's even worse. That's embarrassing. So how's she going to explain that shit? Vivacaaaa, I hope the judge order her to have a block party. She needs to have a fucking block party. I hope the judge order both of them to block each other. But to even be ordered that at 53 years old or 50 however years old, she should be ashamed of herself. Because I promise you, wouldn't nobody have to fucking order me to block somebody that I left, block somebody that I don't want to be around, I don't want to support no longer. You don't have to order me to block them. I'm going to block their asses. But the reason why she wasn't blocked, or he wasn't blocked, or Mira wasn't blocked, Simone wasn't blocked, because the door was still open. And I don't care what she says about I left. That's not, I don't mean shit. I left don't mean shit, you guys. Hello? I left don't mean shit. I broke up. That don't mean shit. People leave you every day. Oh, I left. I no longer want to support. But they stalk the dog shit out of you. So what the fuck does that mean? They didn't leave. That's all a front. They ain't left no goddamn where. They didn't leave. Those are words, mean not shit. They didn't leave. They still there. They lurking. They obsessing. They poking. So I hope the judge order Miss Season right there in the courtroom. Take your phone out, Vivacaaaa. Go on his page right now, Vivacaaaa, and hit block. I hope the judge order her to block him, block Amira, block Simone, so she can stop coming out here and embarrassing herself. And then I just hope she goes on. And I mean, we can't tell her who to date and who not to date. But just like I would tell anybody, any other woman, start loving yourself. And loving yourself is not putting on a filter and putting on some goddamn cream on your face and your hand. Loving yourself is not going to get body massages, nails done, taking yourself to expensive restaurants. That's not loving yourself. Loving yourself is accepting you just the way you are. Your good, your bad, your flaws. Accepting you and setting boundaries and sticking within those boundaries. Not allowing people to play in your face. Not allowing people to lie to you, manipulate you, gaslight you. Loving yourself is setting boundaries. Hard nose. Start there. Accepting your flaws. Loving yourself is stop lying to yourself. Oh, he really didn't mean that. Or he really loved me. Girl, you know that man don't fucking love you. You know that man ain't into you. You lying to yourself. We got to cut it the fuck out, ladies. We got to stop lying to ourselves. We got to stop saying things that we know is not true out of our mouths. He loved me. You really think he's ready to leave? Girl, learn the fucking signs. He was never really there. You was convenient for him for the moment. And when he no longer needed you, he started treating you like shit. So nevertheless, my theory, I believe the judge is going to give them a verbal, mutual, leave each other alone order, block each other, stop texting each other, stop calling each other, stop sweating each other. I believe they're going to get a verbal, leave each other alone. But just like somebody said in the comments earlier, I believe that he may have clean hands after this, right? But baby, I believe that the people that support him, not all, but some, is going to take this opportunity to do his dirty work for him, okay? They're going to drag her. They're going to embarrass her. They're going to mock her. They're going to degrade her. Now, I ain't gonna, hey, it is what it is. They can do whatever they do. That's their panel, and they get paid to do that, to do whatever they do on their platform, right? But if she thinks that this shit is about to end at court, soon as she walk out, it's going to end, well, it's not, Vivacaaaa. Unfortunately, it's not. So, yeah, it's not. It's just not going to end. Kibble, what is it? Kids Bible. Kids Bible said, the world knew he wasn't into her and she knew it too. She just thought that she was going to change him. He used her to get at Bree. When the saga was over, so was she, and she could have known. She should have known that. Now, I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. Well, I'm going to take it a step further. Okay. Did she know? That's why I'm gonna have to pull back at right there. I don't necessarily know that she knew. Why do I say that? Okay. I don't think she know because I don't think that she is emotionally attached to reality. So I don't think that she knew he wasn't into her. I think that she wasn't emotionally attached to reality. And some women fool themselves. So did she know he wasn't into her? I don't think that she has been taught to identify those things. Let me tell you something. Oof, y'all gonna have me preaching tonight. When you have never been properly loved before, then you don't know what to look for or how it really feels. And you accept whatever. Now, maybe in her 53 years, I was about to say 43, maybe in her 53 years of life, she's never been properly loved. Because if you've been properly loved, I'm here to tell you, it is just things that you will not accept. And this is an unfortunate thing that some women die and have never been properly loved. I was never properly loved until I met Jay. And I did not even recognize it. I actually took it in a bad way, to be honest with you. I took it as controlling and just a whole bunch. You know, mainly controlling and, oh, you trying to be my daddy. And, you know, I took it wrong. I took it as, in a sense, I took it as weak. Oh, you know, as weak. I can't really explain it the way I want to without people running with my words, but I didn't know what being properly loved felt like. I took it as challenging. Oh, you think I don't know how to do this? I know how to do this. You trying to say I don't know how to do this and I don't know how to do that. I know how to do this. And he like, slow down. I know you know how to do it, but you don't have to do it. Slow down. Slow down. When women are not properly loved, they lead with the wallet. When women not properly loved, they have points to prove to their man. I know how to do this. I don't need a man to take care of me. I don't need a man to do this for me. I don't need a man to do that for me. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. I'll be your everything. I'll do this. You know, when we are not properly loved, we start with we have points to prove. And Miss Season, unfortunately, had a point to prove to LaTruth. If her ex-husband, Andrew, or her other relationships, if she received true love from them, she would have never allowed LaTruth to play in her face. She wouldn't have allowed it. That's why when y'all hear me say things like, if anything ever happened between me and Jay, I'll probably be single, because I don't think this type of love, I don't think it goes around often. I don't think that you can get it more times in your life. You may, if you're very fortunate. But I think that some people don't get it at all and have never experienced it. And some people may only experience it one time. But when you look back on your relationships that you've been in, can you honestly say that you've been loved? Buying expensive gifts and shit like that, expensive perfume, purses, wigs, that ain't being properly loved. I'm not saying to, you know, we should minimize the effort of wanting to make you happy with gifts, but that's not properly loving someone. But Miss Season shouldn't have never had to, after 2.5 years, question her stance with him, question her title. Because a man that's going to properly love you, he's going to let it be known. You're not going to have to guess, wish, and wonder. I remember I asked one of my friends one day, I was like, when you getting married? She said, I don't know. You got to ask him. No, why do I have to ask him? One thing I know about men, they express their intentions, their true intentions, whether we want to believe it or not. But they express their true intentions. My grandmother told me that. My grandmother said, a man will let you know what he wants from you early on in the relationship. He'll let you know. But she said women don't want to accept it. We don't want to accept what they tell us. So then what we do, we try to push it, we try to force it, we try to twist it. But if she had the grandmother that I had, Grandmama Grace, my grandmother Grace is her name. She's passed away now. Grandmother Grace died at 94 years old. My grandmother, my biological grandmother, my dad's mom, she told me it was us women It was us women that wasn't listening. It was us women that thought that we can change some things. But she said, if we just be quiet and listen, the man will tell you his desires for you, his intentions for you early on in the relationship. But here we go, thinking, oh, he just needs some time. He just needs some time. He's just not ready yet. He's just been hurt. He just needs to heal. Then all of a sudden, I'm going to be his everything. Okay, well then you're going to end up like Vivacaaaa because you literally waste your time. And a lot of women will get in these type of relationships and wait until he healed from his childhood traumas or healed from all the bad relationships that he's been in. And yeah, they'll wait until the man is in a wheelchair and then you're changing his diaper. And I ain't telling nobody this, Flair, you got to do what you got to do to make you happy. But at the same time, we be knowing what's up. We be knowing where we stand, but we want to flip it, twist it, and rub it down. Okay, well then deal with it. Deal with the aftermath. But I do believe in my heart of heart, if Vivacaaaa knew what love was, loving herself first, she would not have dealt with him for 2.5 years. She would not have allowed him to play with her. Play with her feelings. But if he did tell her, and it does seem like it, if he did tell her early on, I'm not ready for a marriage, I'm not ready for a relationship, then she moved at her own risk. And you cannot put that on him. See, that's the thing that we hear, oh, he ain't ready today, but he'll be ready by Friday. No. That means he ain't ready with you. That's what that means. He's not ready with you. Because if he was ready with you, he wouldn't even bring those words out of his mouth. I'm not ready for a marriage. I'm not ready for a relationship. What he'll do, date you intentionally and say, you know what, I want this to be natural. I want it to happen naturally or something like that, right? But if he's dating you intentionally with true intentions, then he will go into dating you with the possibility of you guys being in a marriage or you being his forever. If he was dating you intentionally, but a man that get with you and right off the bat say, oh, I'm not looking for a committed relationship, I'm not looking for a marriage, that just means he wants you as a fuck partner. And whether you like it, whether it sound music to your ears or not, that's exactly what he's saying. He wants to fuck you. That's it. That's all. And if you can't accept it, then move the fuck on. But don't accept it and then turn around and get mad when 2.5 years later, he say, no, I got what I wanted from you. See, we don't want to look at it because we're like, oh no, I don't want to seem like I was just a piece of ass for him. Well, dress it up however you want to dress it up. But that's exactly what it was. I'm not looking for a committed relationship. I'm not looking for a marriage. I want to fuck you. And when I want to go fuck somebody else, I'm going to do that too. We just have to stop being so ignorant to this. For real. Either be the booty call and shut up, or stand on your boundaries and move around. There was nothing wrong with her saying, I contact you for business purposes only. I may be attracted to you, but I want to stop it here because I ain't trying to get my po-ass feelings hurt. I don't want to be a piece of chicken booty to you. And that's what she should have said out of her mouth. Never go into a relationship hoping and wishing a man gonna change 2, 3, 4 years down the line and choose you, okay, well, then you're going to get your feelings hurt. So anyway, all I'm saying, is it too late for her to find love or for love to find her? No. But guess what? She got to love herself first. And she clearly do not. I don't give a damn how much cream she put on her face or her hands or her feet. That's not love. I don't care how many trips she take independently, how many times she go to steak restaurants. That's not love. Tap into who you are. You know, I heard her say, I never had any childhood traumas, you know, so I'm not familiar with that. Well, something that went on, whether it was childhood or early adulthood, relationshiphood, somewhere along the lines, this lady has been hurt and she haven't healed from that. It kills me how these people be out here like, oh, I ain't never had no childhood trauma. I ain't never had nothing. Everything's been perfect in my life. Okay, well, yeah, you got something going on and you need to deal with it. Because at her age, in my opinion, she's supposed to know her worth. And the only way you're going to know your worth is when you start loving yourself. And one of the things in loving yourself is stop pretending and stop faking. One thing I like about Alicia Keys is a beautiful woman. And you know, I know what she did with the cheating on the man and all that or whatever. I mean, cheating with the man and blah, 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 blah. But she's a beautiful woman and she used to wear cakes of makeup on her face that made her even more attractive. One day she just decided, I don't need makeup no more. I'm okay with my freckles. She said she used to try to hide her freckles on her face because the industry wasn't accepting freckles back in the day. They looked at it as spots on your face. So she used to wear cakes of makeup trying to change and look like a model, brush, you know, airbrush feature or whatever, right? And she woke up one day and she decided, I'm not going to wear makeup no more. So Alicia Keys came out here and started wearing her own face. There's not too many women, especially in their 50s, that will wear their own face. They can't accept who they are. Their hair, their skin, their smile, their butts, their breasts. They can't accept it. And I'm not saying you can't do enhancements or whatever, because you can. But still, love what's underneath all of that too. Right? But when you only want to see yourself one way, if you only want to see yourself beautified, glammed up, you don't want nobody else to see your natural. Because even some of the celebrities, you don't always see celebrities glammed up. You see them sometimes like, hell no, I'm going out just like this. I'm bombing it out. We've seen Rihanna with no makeup on, no wigs on her head, bummy clothes. But some of these women, you would never see them not dressed up, not with their lashes, not with their wigs, not with their caked up makeup. Some of these women, you would never see the real them. And that's sad. That tells me that they don't enjoy the real them. They don't enjoy looking at the real them. I'm not saying you can't glam up, but every day, all day, nobody ain't never seen your real hair. Nobody ain't never seen you without makeup. No one ain't never seen you without lashes. No one ain't never seen you with sweatpants on. You're doing too much. So anyway, I think we need to love the person that God made us. And any enhancements after that is all good. But love you first. Set boundaries. Be okay with saying no. I will not deal with this. I will not accept this. And also, and this is very important what I'm about to say right here. We got to learn how to accept rejection or disconnections. Miss Season was supposed to have already known how to deal with rejections. The lady's been divorced twice. She should know this. I know she said, oh, I left him. But like I said, just because you say you left don't really mean that you left. She wanted him to chase her. And that's a lot that goes on. People want you to chase them. They may come out their mouth and say it's over, the relationship over. But some of these people want you to chase them. They want you to literally kiss their asses and run behind them. And please, why did you leave me? No, you were supposed to beg me to stay. Hell, I've been there my damn self before. Never again, but I have been there. So just because they said out of their mouth, oh, you know, I want to end the relationship, that don't mean that that was true. But grown ass people need to learn how to accept rejection. And they also need to learn how to accept disconnections. Why? Because it's a part of life. Unfortunately, rejection is a part of life. Disconnection is a part of life. Everything don't last forever. But a lot of people don't know how to deal with rejections or disconnections. And that's why we see spin outs, people spinning out of control, people with the obsessive behaviors, crashing out, however you want to call it. But learning how to deal with disconnections, being grown about it, it hurts, but it's needed. She said in the beginning, I know this is going to hurt, blah, 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 blah. You're supposed to go through the pain. Just go through the pain. That's when you're supposed to call your girlfriend up and say, girl, let's go eat bonbons and pickles. She said, have you ever talked to him? No, I've never talked to him. I've never talked to LaTruth. Oh, did I? No. I've never talked to him. Yeah, no, I've never talked to him. But nevertheless, I'm going to say this about LaTruth, though. LaTruth does what he's allowed to do. Now, what do I mean by that? Every woman in the world would not allow LaTruth to treat them the way LaTruth has been treating what we've seen so far. Okay? LaTruth does what he's allowed to do. Now, would LaTruth do me the way he did Vivacaaaa? Fuck no. Fuck no. But you want to know why? Because I am emotionally, psychologically, and I'm going to say intellectually, smarter than Vivacaaaa. Now, I may not know how to enunciate all the motherfucking 5-syllable ass words, But LaTruth would not be able to play in my face. I am more direct. I am more upfront. I am more fuck the fluff shit. Okay. Y'all like fluffy cute. I don't deal with fluffy cute. I'm a straight up ass type person. I ask questions. I don't sit and just speculate and wish and hope and think. And I am just a straight up ass person. I put you to the goddamn, I put you on the spot. I hold your feet to the fire. I put boundaries all around. I show you what they are. I am black and white. I'm not the pretty pinks and the purples and the golds and the greens. Like, you know what it is when you fucking with me. Ain't no motherfucking surprises. You ain't got to guess if I think you like me, because I'm a motherfucking know if you do, because I'm going to ask what the fuck we doing, where we at, what's my title, what's going on? Are we fucking? Are we just fucking? What is this? So with that being said, I'm a different breed. It won't never be no, I thought you knew, or you knew in the beginning, because I'm a know. I'm a already know. I don't put the little fucking roses on shit. Sprinkles on the cupcakes. Fuck them sprinkles. So that's why he can, it's certain women that you just won't be able to play with. And I'm one of them. I'm just one of them. So, you know, now he wouldn't date me because of my mouth. You know, if I met him, he'll be like, oh, we be homegirls. We homegirls. Because I'm going to tell you something, though. Men don't pursue certain women that they already sense that they can't play with. Some men will come after you just because they think that you weak. And I shouldn't say weak. Maybe I should say vulnerable or easily swayed, or, you know. But some men automatically, after speaking to you for 5 minutes, oh yeah, nah, I can't play with her ass. Hell no, let me go on and get my groceries and get the fuck up out of this grocery store, because yeah, she ain't on that type of page. Yeah, no, I won't be jumping in her skins, or I won't be able to woo her with, I'm a celebrity of 20 years experience, and here's my Instagram, and I got 1 million subscribers, and I drive a Tesla, and here's my music video, and I'm on a stage type shit. Right? Because see, cars don't woo me. Titles don't woo me. That shit don't woo me. I ain't never been impressed with that shit. I had a girlfriend who was like, oh girl, he's so fine. He drive a BMW. And I asked her, what does that mean? He drive a BMW and live in an apartment. What does that mean? She was like, Amora, did you not hear me? A BMW. And what does that mean? The fuck? That shit don't move me. That don't move me. So nevertheless, I'm just saying, some women it does. Titles and I don't know, maybe this is an Atlanta thing. Maybe this is an Atlanta thing. They think, oh, I met me a celebrity. Because, you know, celebrities walk around in Atlanta a dime a dozen or whatever. So maybe that's what it is. It's an Atlanta thing. I don't know. But I'm just saying, some men, after talking to you for 5 minutes, will grab their groceries and leave out of that grocery store. If they on some bullshit. But the men that will stay and talk to people like me, they ain't on the bullshit. Because they already know they got to come correct. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Men do know if they can play with you or not up front. And I'm letting you know that. Within the first 5 or 10 minutes of talking to you, he already know if he can play you. He already know if he coming with games or he coming on business with you. And I'm telling y'all that. So your first 5 to 10 minutes with a man tells him what he need to know about you. Especially if he spits some of that bullshit to you and you buy it. Oh, you got a Tesla? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's exchange Instagrams and yeah, let's change. Yeah, no, you supposed to be unfucking bothered by some motherfucking 1 million followers when you know you can go buy a whole motherfucking pack of 1 million followers off goddamn Google. You're not supposed to be impressed over dumb shit, especially at our age. Maybe if you in your 20s, you supposed to be impressed over a fucking door going up and down and shit like that. You're not supposed to be impressed over that shit in your 50s. You can go buy that shit for yourself. Things that you could buy for yourself, you're not supposed to be impressed over. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you're supposed to like play it off like that ain't shit. But you're not supposed to be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh my God, your door goes up in the air. You're a cool motherfucker. I want to fuck you. Like, girl, bye. Giving your ass to a nigga because he got a car. Then just to find out that he broke is a fucking joke. He driving a Tesla, staying in motherfucking, he's staying in a 7-bedroom house. You was dating him when all of a sudden he had to leave a 7-bedroom and go into a 2-bedroom apartment. If that wasn't a red flag, then I don't know what the fuck it was. She should have been asking more questions. Wait a minute, hold on. You went from a 7-bedroom to a 2-bedroom just like that? All because you got a divorce? Bro. Them should have been red lights going on. Bro. But she let that alarm just keep on going. Going. And she ignored it. Girl, she was supposed to hit that motherfucking alarm button and say, wait a minute, hold on. But see, I'm going to tell you what she did. She sat there and she bought that bullshit. Oh, Brianna took everything. Girl, you went to court with him. She practically did the fucking divorce for him. How do you not see that if the judge ain't split shit up in the marriage, how do you not see this nigga didn't have no money? I do not feel sorry for her. Because I guarantee you, she thought that Brianna took everything. It would have been in the divorce decree. It literally would have been in the divorce decree. Brianna got $400,000. He got $30,000. Then he could say, yeah, she took me for everything. She took me for everything. But in the divorce decree, it said you keep your shit, which is your car, and she keep her shit, which is her car. Neither one of them had shit. The damn alarm didn't go off in her fucking head then. Girl, bye. And she can't say she didn't see the paperwork. Hell, we went through the shit ourselves. Neither one of them had shit. They didn't even split a washer and dryer. At least me and my first broke ass husband, at least we did split a washer and dryer. They didn't even split appliances. Fuck out of here. No antennas went off. Oh, she took everything from me. He didn't have anything to take. What the fuck do you mean she took everything? What? She took everything. He had all these people on the internet thinking that Bree took everything from him. How? Oh, I had millions. Well, then why they ain't in the divorce decree? We look at all these other celebrities' divorce. Portia got awarded money from Simon. All these other people. Oh, you get this. Tiana Taylor, she had to pay her baby daddy's ex-husband some shit. It's in the paperwork. But nowhere in this paperwork where this man say he lost millions, nowhere in this paperwork say that they even split $1,000. They didn't even split $1,000. Not even $1,000. If you go look at my divorce decree from in the 90s, you will even see that we split $14K. They didn't even split $1,000. Not even a rug, a couch. You keep your car and you pay for it. He keep his car and he pay for it. What the fuck? I lost millions. Where you lose it at? Where? Where did you lose the million at? So that's why it's really hard for me to feel sorry for Miss Season when she was there. She went to court with this nigga. She testified on the stand in court for this nigga. She knew in the divorce they had nothing. They split nothing. She knew this. She done been through 2 divorces. She know if you have assets, it's going to be split. That 8 million page bullshit didn't come up not one fucking time in the divorce. She knew this. But yet she went along with this fucked up ass narrative. So anyway, I'm just saying, do I want to put this lady down? No. But at the same time, like, I literally look at her as someone as my equal when it comes to age. It is, and we both been married and divorced twice. I just so happen to have a 3rd marriage, but we both been divorced twice. It's things that you know. It's like, okay, look, after the first one, the first divorce is a motherfucker, right? After that, you already know how it's done. So now she literally helped him with his divorce, and I know she did. She helped him with his divorce. There was nothing there. Nothing. So she says, why would one person want to keep renting a 7-bedroom house, renting a big ass screen broke, and a waste of money to me? Well, let me explain. So when he got that house, you have to understand, it was early on to where when the rent was real low. Because even though it was a 7-bedroom, he was only paying like $2,300 for it. $2,300 for a 7-bedroom, that's a flex. And he was making the money for it because he was going back and forth about his divorce shit. But he thought that shit would last. He thought all I need is to go viral, and then I'm going to ride this motherfucking viral wave until I can't ride it no more. But God is the one who said, the wave stopped. He thought that wave was going to continue. Hell, if you making $70-something thousand a month and you out here flossing and balling or whatever, you're going to be like, oh, I got it going on. See, what he should have did with them $70,000, if he wanted to stay in that fucking house, he should have paid up his fucking rent for 3 years. That's what he should have did. He should have paid up that rent for 3 years. But in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I believe God snatched that rug from underneath him because God saw what he was doing. Sometimes God jerks our chain. I know I done had my chain jerked plenty of times by God. And I believe, he was out here, God got me, 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 God this, God that, got me. Okay, he did have them. He did have them. So at that time, the rent was $2,300. And then when the market started increasing, that rent went up from $2,300 to like $35 or something like that. And he didn't want to be responsible for paying that much on his own. So that's why he left. He didn't leave because, oh, I didn't want to be in a 7-bedroom house. Come on. He wouldn't have never rented a 7-bedroom house if he didn't want to be in a 7-bedroom house. He didn't go and move and downsize and squeeze a whole motherfucking pool table into a 2-bedroom apartment because that's what he wanted to do. He did that shit because he didn't have no other choice. He did that shit because the houses in Atlanta went the fuck up. They increased all over, not just Atlanta. Just like his brother. He left and went to Columbia because he was renting that 10,000 square feet house for $4,000 and some dollars. And he knows to have a 10,000 square feet house, he was going to have to up ante a whole lot money than $4K. He was going to have to pay $7, $8, or $9K for a house like that. And he knew that. And that's why he jumped street and went to Columbia. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. The house that I rent right now, I guarantee you 4 or 5 years ago, it probably was $2,000 when the market crashed. Ain't no way you can rent a house like this now at no $2,000. No. Them landlords they got tired of losing money and they upped that damn rent. And rightfully so. They said, oh, you gonna rent? Oh, okay, well, you gonna pay for it. Rent is not cheap anymore. So that's why he had to go in that 2-bedroom apartment. But I think also him going in that 2-bedroom apartment benefited him because he went in the 2-bedroom apartment with a bunch of younger women. That's like going to a motherfucking chocolate factory. Shit, I don't know why Miss Season thought that. I don't know why she thought that was a good fucking idea. Girl, he went to a chocolate factory. Majority of the women that he messing with came right from that damn apartment complex. Shit, stop playing. LaTruth went to the fucking candy store. He went from a house to the fucking candy store. He was like, fuck that, I'm in a candy store. Shit. And in my opinion, how he ended up getting the one that he with now is because, you know, he had his child with him. Y'all know we be falling for that okie doke. Oh my God, and he has his daughter, and he love on his daughter. Look how he love his daughter, and he plays with her, and oh my God, she's all up and down his timeline. He's such a great family man that love his kids, and if he love his kids, that means he's going to love my kids, and okay, yeah, all right. People show you what they want you to see. Anyway, all I'm saying is, I ain't saying he don't love his kids. I'm just saying, honey, he, like he said out his own damn mouth, he been an actor for 20 years. Hell, him and Johnny L need to get together and do a whole fucking movie at this point. They need to get together and do a whole movie. Shit, they both actors. Anyway, I'm sure they can get somebody else out there to act with them. But nevertheless, yeah, so that's you know, it's hard to sympathize with a woman that probably is low-key being you know, I'm not gonna say harassed, but shaded, right? She probably is being shaded, but at the same time, I feel like it's an easy fix. It's literally an easy fix. You remember I came on here this morning and I said, y'all, I woke up. I was supposed to go to the doctor and I woke up and I just said, I'm about to block everybody. I'm blocking this person and blocking that person and blocking that person. Sometimes you got to do things for your own mental health. Your mental health is your responsibility. It ain't nobody else's, not your spouses, not your kids, not your fucking animals. Your mental health is your responsibility and you have to protect your own mental health. So I believe that if Miss Season wants to protect her mental fucking health, she needs to block Robert supporters, stop listening to the bullshit, block his girlfriend, block his ex-girlfriend, and move the fuck on with her life. Now, protect your own mental health. I got to protect my own mental health. And that's why I block the noise. The noise, okay? He ought to be ashamed of them little Christmas gifts he bought Momo, though. I ain't even see the Christmas gift he bought Momo because I don't even watch him like that no more. He don't get my views like that. The only time I watch him is if I'm pulling something up that I'm trying to show y'all or something like that, or somebody didn't send to me. But I actually don't watch him. He's not somebody that I support, you know? So I don't watch him. I watch people that I enjoy looking at. That's funny to me. And it's a lot of people that's funny, like not fake funny, but real funny. Like I actually think he's corny. And corny is not funny to me. Corny is corny. Funny is funny. Corny is corny. It's two different things for me. I like genuine funny stuff, not manufactured trying to be funny type shit. You know, trying hard to be funny type shit. I actually like funny shit. And to me, he's not funny like that. He's corny. She said, Amora, this has been an absolute excellent live stream. It has been very informative and entertaining. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Demetrius. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. So, and this was impromptu, y'all. And the reason being because, I had actually another live schedule. And when I was told that the answers was in, so I pushed it to the side and pushed the other live to the side to have this one. So this was impromptu. Now, in my opinion, I do believe the judge is going to come out and basically tell them to cut it out or whatever and go on their own way. I don't think that she's going to, put a year on paper. I don't think she's going to do that. I may be wrong, but I don't think she's going to do that. I don't think there's a need for it, but I do think that she will address the phone call that he made to her on the 27th. But at the same time, I also think that she would be asking a woman that's 9 years older than him, right? Why you haven't blocked him on the phone? If you say you're afraid, you say you are intimidated, you say he's harassing you, then why haven't you blocked him? Because if I was a judge, I would ask that. Why haven't you blocked him? And another thing, I would not accuse someone of intimidating me and harassing me, and then I turn around and give my condolences to their father's death over the phone. She could very well have, like she did, make that post on her page and keep it pushing. But to make the post on her page and then turn around and call him, what was that all about? And then just one last thing, and I mean this with all sincerity. If she tries to say, oh, I'd only call him because it was a business thing, I wanted him to get his name off my page. Listen, if LaTruth made the page, created the page, I would throw that page back to him. Do you hear me? I would throw that page back to him. He wouldn't even have to have asked me for the page. I would have threw the page back to him. Threw it. So I definitely would not be, she said chaotic, said he goofy. Oh, said that Robert goofy, corny goofy, however you want to call it, the same thing to me. But Robert would not have had to ask me for the page because I would have slung that page across Facebook right at him. Here you go. I heard you was looking for this. Here you go. Here you go. He can have a page. I absolutely would not be sweating no damn page. She ain't made money off of it in the first place. She wasn't making the money. It was going directly to his bank account. So why be bothered about it now? And another thing that I wouldn't want, now this might just be me. Ain't Nam Ninja out here in this world whatever holds over my head that he created and built and did this shit for me. And he's the type of guy that does that. Who would you really want to deal with a dude that tell you, I did this for you, I did that for you, I built this for you, I gave you the man, and here you go. Here you go. Take it back. Take it back. Here you go. Take it back. Because I'm a type of person that I'll show you better than I can tell you. So, okay, I gotta bring this up because I wasn't even looking at this. Now, Miss Thieves, and you know you wrong on every fucking level. Y'all look at this shit. So okay, let's go to this page first. The Miss Season page. The Miss Season page. Let's go to it. The Miss Season page has 41,000 followers, y'all. 41,000, the Miss Season page. This is the one that Robert wants back, right? 41,000 right here, y'all. See, 41,000 followers right here. However, the real Miss Season, she has 31,000. You think I'd be sweating a page that only got 10,000 followers difference? You think I would be He said in the text messages that he created the last page, right? The real Miss Season page. I mean, this page, the Miss Season page. And she created the real Miss Season. There's only 10,000 subscriber difference or follower difference. Do you think that I would be sweating that? I would not. I would show him and let him watch me eat. I would show him better than I can tell him. That's what I would do. She raised this up. She did the real Miss Season and she got it up to 31,000 followers. Is that not excellent? You think I would want this too? And have to deal with headaches from his ass? No. Girl, if you don't go cut your losses. Oh, Lord. Anyway, she said after I demonetized it, I would throw it back. Hey, she wasn't getting the money for it anyway. So how can you really cry over something that you didn't have? You can't miss it if you didn't have it. He was already getting the money. Now, what I would do, I would scrub it, all my photos and all my videos. But you know what? He'll put it back on there because guess what? He has the content. Now, I would ask him, and now I'm going to tell you something in court. She can ask the judge to have him take down her content. I don't know if he actually, I don't know. I don't even want to think about that. I would think that you can, but I'm not 100% sure. But I would ask, if it was me, I would ask the judge, since we are no longer dating and I'm trying to move along with my life and have another have other relationships with men, can you please ask him to take down the photos of, and the skits of us being together, like in a, kissing and holding hands or grabbing ass or whatever the case may be. Can you please have him remove that? And I would do the same. I would ask the judge that, But nevertheless, y'all, that's it right now with Miss Season. Hopefully Miss Season learned a lesson from this. Hopefully she'll sit by herself for a moment and realize that she let this man play in her face, and now she's reaping from it. She let this man play in her face while she sat there and thought everything that, Brianna said was a lie and everything that he said was true. But I like the way in that particular text message, she revealed that she basically, in a nutshell, said that she would not have been able to survive what the fuck Brianna survived behind those closed doors. So if nothing else, if no apologies ever to Brianna, we now know that she questioned what happened during those 6 years. She questioned and even further said, I know I would not have been able to survive it. So we know that. So it's no more, Brianna was a liar, Brianna was wrong. She know in her hearts of hearts, after everything that she experienced with him, that something went down behind those closed doors. She knows that. So nevertheless, y'all, I appreciate y'all pulling up. I know this live was last minute or whatever, or should I say impromptu. We will continue as scheduled. Well, hold on. So tomorrow, Holly goes to court. We already know that she's not going to be released. I would say anybody that has been keeping up with the story knows that she wasn't going to be released. Okay. But if you're not keeping up with the story and just using the name for clout, maybe you didn't know. But nevertheless, it's already been said plenty of times that tomorrow is just a status update. And it will probably last every bit of 5 to 10 minutes. But I will still bring you, if anything changes or come out in court, I will bring that to you tomorrow. Maybe I may do 2 lives and bring that once we find out and then we'll talk about the story out of Michigan. But shout out to Courtney. I got to give Courtney a shout out because Courtney, if you in here, Courtney, let me know. Our truck driver, one of our truck drivers, I think we have two. So shout out to Courtney if she's in here. What I would like to do, hold on, it's 10:29. Tomorrow morning, I want to break down. Well, I need to go in and analyze it and break down. It is a case study that will likely be used in the Holly Johnson case. Now, I have been looking and looking and looking. A case law. I'm sorry, not a case study. I keep on saying that. A case law. And I have been looking and looking and looking in the state of Illinois, and I was unable to find one. However, our good sister Courtney was able to find one, and she sent it to me. So I do want to break down that story, that case law, and go over it maybe tomorrow, or I don't know, maybe even the day after. But we will be breaking down this case law simply because, well, it's very interesting, the outcome of this one, okay? Very, very interesting. But it is a self-defense case law that will most likely be used in the Holly Johnson case, okay? Most likely. I don't know 100%, but it's most likely will be used because similar things happened as far as, charged with first degree, wasn't allowed bond, the other person didn't have a weapon, prior aggression. I mean, so anyway, but I want to break that one down, and we go over it, on the channel. All right. She said, right, her appeal is in, so we're waiting on that. Yes, the appeal is in, okay? So she said he's not going to do right. I came across 2 videos with him and his ex, but season karma, I'm happy for her. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she gets what she deserves. She signed up for it, She signed up for it and she ignored all the flags, so she gets what she deserved. And she downed the ex's pain, and that's what I don't understand. You're going down another woman's pain to lift you up? Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, all right. If I did that, then I expect whatever happens to me, all right? So anyway, thank y'all so very much again for helping me meet my goal. Let me give y'all a shout out right quick. Thank you, Rita. She said, I've been waiting all day. The GOAT. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Tamira. She said, let me go ahead and throw mine now just in case I have to be in and out. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you, Binky Bink. I'm right here in my Nelly voice, LOL. Thank you, girl. Big sis, hey, y'all. I need this live because I'm sleepy. Oh, did you stay awake, Glenn? Or did I put you to sleep, girl? Thank you, big sis. Thank you, Tawana Featherson. Hello, more mods and loud talkers. Praying all is well with everyone. Yes, baby. Thank you so much for those prayers as well. And thank you, Sonia C, because Sonia C called me to let me know that she was praying for me. And also, Cheryl, thank y'all so very much. Y'all called, reach out, and was just like, hey, I love you. I just want you to know, keep your head up and this, any other. Baby, sometimes I need those encouraging words. So I do appreciate y'all, So thank you, thank you. And Vet, I ain't going to forget about you. Vet always calling me and saying, Amor, I want you to know I love you. I love you too, Vet. I love you too. So thank y'all so very much for that. Thank you, Tracy Ray. She said Vivacaaaa. Vivacaaaa. That's her name, Thank you, baby. Thank you, Lady V. Appreciate you, honey. And thank you, Donna K. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you, Donna. And thank you, Candy Girl. She said, let's support the GOAT. Support by thumbing up this live or by sending a super chat. We've been waiting on Amor to put it on the floor. No one can do it like her. Talk about it 2024. Thank you, girl. Appreciate you, love, always. Thank you, Donna K. Again, she said, I'm not touching anyone down. I'm not touching anybody down if we're not in a relationship. I think you mean holding anybody down, right? Yeah, me neither, girl. I'm not holding nobody down financially or we ain't in a relationship either. Girl, bye. That is not what women do. That is not what we supposed to do. Like, for real. Seriously. And then don't get me to talking about whether y'all married or not, because you holding him, girl, another day, another day. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Rita. You deserve a super for this entertainment. Thank you, Rita. Appreciate you. I'm glad I work for my money, baby. And I'm glad that I can, come out here and do commentary for my coins. I appreciate it. Listen, Barbara, girl, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Listen, Barbara be throwing it, don't she? Hey, more in chat. Hey, baby girl. Thank you so much, Barbara. Appreciate you. Miss Carla, she said, hey, more. Love you back, Miss Carla. Thank you so much. That real MF said, the sad thing is that narcissists never learn. When they get off with anyone, when they get off without any real consequence, they only feel more invincible and it gets worse. Ooh, and you know what? I believe that. I absolutely believe that. When a narcissist is not held accountable for what it is they do, they get worse. So just brace yourself. We ain't hoping and wishing and praying on nothing bad for no one, right? But when a narcissist get away with things, the consequences increase, okay? Or things get worse. All right. Thank you for that, MF. Thank you, Barbara, darling. Appreciate you. She's a great live, Amora. Let's help her reach her goal. Thank you so much, Barbara. I appreciate you, love. Thank you, Latricia. She said, let's help the GOAT reach her goal. Latricia, I need to send you those sizes of them t-shirts too, so we can get these t-shirts done and out of here, baby. It's been a long time coming. I need to send you the sizes, okay? But thank you, love, for helping me with that. Thank you, Jazz. She said, I love it here. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you. Love you here too. Thank you, Lorraine, darling. Listen, Lorraine be in the cut, but she comes out. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, Vera. She said, Sage is getting exactly what she deserves. She should have stayed in the garden with those vegetables. Exactly. And you remember how we said a side piece never want to stay silent? We didn't even have to know who she was, but she wanted us to know who she was. She was already messing with him. She didn't pop out with him until later, but I guarantee you it was her idea to pop out, because, side pieces don't like to be down like that. They want to be seen and heard, So anyway, thank you, Vera. Thank you, Tarnetta. She says, I'm proud to be a loud talker. Nobody breaks it down like you in these YouTube streets. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you, love. Thank you, Glenn. She's like, let's do it. 3 more. Come on, y'all. Come on. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Binky Bink. Thank you, Sonia C. Thank you, Nisi. Thank you, Joanne. Y'all helped me reach my goal today, which I do appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. I do. She said, Amor, you can't leave us now. We want to hear about the case study. If we hear about the case study, it's going to be on a different live. I don't want to do it on this one because I don't want to make this one too long. This one right here is about Miss Season and also LaTruth's. So I do want to talk about the case study, and I'm not sleepy, but I don't want to do it on this live. But let me drop the raffle because I do have another raffle. Now, on this one, you guys, I don't know if y'all going to like it, but y'all let me know if y'all like this one. I've already had, let me see, a few people. Give me a second. Why can't I get to it? Okay, hold on. Oh, duh. Why I can't click on it? Hold on. Okay, so this raffle, I already have 3. So she said, more check your copies. Okay, I'll check my copies. Thank you. So this raffle right here, you guys, it is a, is it called Wolf Gang? I think it's called a Wolf Pack gang or something like that. griddle, okay? A Wolfgang puck. We're supposed to be this really, high brand product or whatever. But it's like a griddle, and it's a griddle, like it has two parts to it. It has a smooth side like this, but it also has like the grill side. Oh, I only got two pictures. I thought I only put two up there. Oh, right here. So it has the grill where you could grill food, and then you could saute on this side. So it has a griddle side and a grill side, okay? But it's flipped over. You have to flip it over or whatever. So one whole side is smooth and one whole side is a grill, okay? But it's a nice one, and I'm going to drop it down here. It's $10 to join in. But this is our February raffle, you guys. Our February raffle. Our last winner was Janice. Now, Janice done won 2 times, y'all. I'm going to need y'all to catch up. Janice done won twice, okay? So I'm going to need y'all to catch up. But nevertheless, so you guys can join in and get in on this raffle right here. It is $10, and it is for the month of February, okay? So I just dropped the link. And she said, did you check your coffees? Okay, let me check my coffees. I'm about to do that right now. Let me go to my page. Oh, Lord, I clicked off. Hold on. Thank you, C Page. Appreciate you for the $10 gift tips. She said, great live. Enjoy a few Coca-Colas on me. Thank you so much. And thank you, Tender Tea. Appreciate you, love, for the $5 tip. And thank you, Michelle. Appreciate you, girl, for the $10 tip. Appreciate you guys so very much. I do. Thank you. She said, Janice, you got all the dishes. She sure did. Janice won twice, y'all. She won twice. All right. She said, I just love Wolfgang puck. He is the sweetest. Yeah, so this particular item is a Wolfgang puck, and it's a nice item. Y'all know me. Y'all know how I do. She's talking about, yes, I love my pot. So anyway, but get your raffle in. It is $10. Okay. It's $10. So go ahead and get your raffle in. So, so we can give this gift out. All right. I'm going to be creative for March, y'all. But this is for February. This is for the month of February. We're going to get up there. We're working our way up. There's one blogger that give out cars. We are not there yet, y'all. Let me show y'all him right quick. We definitely not there yet. I'm going to let y'all know. But I know one day we will. But not right now. But let me show y'all him. What's the guy name? Hold on. Because I follow him. Here you go. Girl, look at this guy. This is what his raffles be. I know y'all probably like more. I don't like your raffles. I'm going over there to him. But look at his raffles, y'all. Y'all ready to go there? I don't think just yet. But look at his raffles. Isn't this crazy? He started it. Oh, he didn't put the year. I thought he did year. Well, this started, it said 1 year ago. So it looked like he's done 1, 2, 3, 4. It looked like he's done 5 cars. 5 cars. That's crazy. Tell more, did you see the one I sent you? The story you sent me? Where did you send it at? Was it in my phone or Messenger? Let me know. But anyway, he does cars. She said, how do I purchase the grill? I want it badly. You don't want to try to see if you can get it. And then if you can't, then purchase it because you might win it. And that's what I need to start doing. If you guys do the raffle and you don't win, then I'll just put the link. I'll put my link where you guys get a discount. Okay. How about do that? Enter the raffle. And if you don't win it on the raffle, I'll give you a link to where you can get it on a discount on my YouTube channel. Because I get discounts on products on my YouTube channel. Okay. So go ahead and enter the raffle. And if you don't win on the raffle, then I'll do the link for the I'll do the link where you can buy it, like, but you have to purchase it from my YouTube underneath the ads in order for you to get the discount code to apply. She said, how much was this raffle for? That's wild. You talking about for the car? I think he does $250. He does $250 entry for the car, but he be having so many, you know, he does like $250 and so many people have to enter. That's how he does his. But to win a car for $250 is not bad, but I think he does make you pay the taxes on the car or something like that. But I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we are there yet. She said, the more I want to order the pot set. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put the pot set, Lorraine. You want the exact one? Because what I'll do is I'll put it under one of my live streams and I'll send the link out in the group, or I could just send it to you directly. But I'll put the link in the group to where you will receive the discount if you want that pot set, the one that Janice just won. She said, what about the pot set? Is it available? Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, Michelle. What I'll do is I'm gonna put the I'll put the link underneath my live stream, because you gotta do it from YouTube underneath the live stream in order for you to get the code. My brother always says a woman who won't black a guy still cares, and he's a door opener. My brother always says a woman who won't black a guy or block a guy still cares and the door still open. That is true. That's absolutely true. My daddy had to tell me that too. My daddy, one time I caught myself trying to ignore this guy, and my daddy was like, why you haven't blocked him? And I was like, because I like to hear him beg. My daddy was like, because you want him back. And I was like, no, I don't. He was like, yes, you do. Because if you didn't want him back, you wouldn't even want to hear the voicemails. You would just block him. And I had to come to reality. I was like, shit, do I want him back? So I had to block this nigga because I really didn't want him back. But I did like to hear him beg. But at the same time, when you don't block and you call yourself liking to hear him beg, he might get you on one of these vulnerable nights. So yeah, sometimes you got to cut the cord and block their asses for real, for real. So yeah, when you don't block, that do mean you want him back. If you pick up that phone and you talk to him, he already know you want him back. He already know he got a chance. You answering, hello? Yeah, okay. He know he got you. You still entertaining him. You still entertaining him, okay? She said, I got to join the group. Yes, go join the group. Go join the group, Lorraine. So that's true. She said, the more I want to order the pot set, okay. So anyway, you guys, she said, is that Carlos? Yes, this is Carlos King page. Carlos King, he does cars. He absolutely does cars. But maybe, you know, we ain't there yet. I don't think we're there yet. $250 is a lot of an investment. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure it takes a while for, you know, and he buys the cars in advance. You know what I'm saying? He buys them in advance and then he sells them. So she said, I'm going to send for the raffle. Okay, that sounds good, Lorraine. So anyway, she said, I should have a large in the circle for this stored name unless she's quickly. Yeah, I didn't understand. It should have an L in the circle for his stored name unless she quickly changed the name to screenshot it before it turned the first letter into an L. I know you said that earlier and I didn't know what you was talking about. Are you talking about on the receipt? Let me see. Like, was it supposed to be on the receipts? Oh. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Damn, how you get that? I see what you're talking about. How in the hell did you point that out? Y'all. So what she's saying is, why does this have an R and not an L? If the name is LaTruth, just like this one is Hampton and is a H, right? Why in the world, and this say H, but why does this say R but it say LaTruth? Ah. So that should say L. So you think she manipulated this? Yeah, okay. Well, I guess they'll have to point that out tomorrow, when they go to court. That is rather interesting. It should say L. Why does it say R, you guys? What do y'all think? She said it's for Robert, probably. I know it's for Robert, but you don't select the letter. It's the letter of the first name. I mean, it's the letter of the name. So it should have L in there and not R. Apple does that. You don't select the letter. Apple forms it. So it kind of looks manipulative. It looks like it was changed. Let me look at my phone. Yeah, so I just looked at Courtney. It says C. I just looked at Candy. Now Candy say Candy. Oh, so some of them say their name. I said, no, this one says Candy. This says, oh yes, they Candy. This one says CY. This one says, that one says GD. Yeah, so that's supposed to be a L. Yeah, no. I think no. If it's two names, it would be two letters. Like, let me show you. If it's two names, it would be two letters. Okay? Let me show you. Like this. That's crazy, y'all. Oh shit. It'd be like this. If two names is there, because in my phone, I have her saved up under two names, right? So if it's the first and last, it would be like this. Because her last name is in my phone as well. So it'll have the two letters. That's just how Apple does it. So the fact that this one only has the R, yeah, sum up with that. She said, you're absolutely right. I just looked at mine as well. And that's right, what she got going on here. I don't know. Maybe she has him under different number, which correlates with the name difference. But if she have him on a different number, if this is the Apple phone, she said, I think the iPhone pulls from the name of the phone number it's under, but she has it saved as LaTruth. No, it's whatever you save it as. Because I got Blu-ray saved as Blu-ray, right? And it got B. That ain't his name. His name is Trey. J. Lou, I got yours saved as J. Lou, and it got J. Reese Cup, that ain't her real name. I got her saved as Reese Cup, and it got R. Nope. So it doesn't pull from what your name, what your real name is, what your phone is up under. No, indeed. My boss comes up with R when it rings, but I have him saved as boss. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. But anyway. But that's good looking. I mean, for the person that pointed that out. But child, that's for the judge to figure out, honey. I don't even think the judge will even I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I think that shit gonna go right over her head. It looks like she covered his name, Robert, for LaTruth. Look at the dark shade. Let me see. Huh. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. It's an Apple. Things depending on the iCloud. My brother comes up as old, but it's saved under brother. But and it says maybe old sometimes. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's not that big of a deal. But anyway, again, they should be due back in court soon. I think she said the 6th, February the 6th. So that's in 4 days. So I guess we will have to figure it out in 4 days. Okay. All right. So I'm going to hop off this live. Thank y'all so very much for the love. And thank y'all for the support. And yeah, and your views and all that good stuff. I may, for my ones that stand up late. I may come back later, not right now. Oh, somebody just sent me where Robert is watching me, but I already knew he was going to be watching me anyway. And Miss Season watching too, Robert, so don't worry. But he says, no lie, the comments on them YouTube blogs, live streams be having me cracking up because you can never fool them with deception. So anyway, he watching me or he watching another one of the bloggers that's breaking this down, one or the other, y'all. Anyway, but we be knowing, we know that this joker be watching over here. He stay on my live stream. Y'all already know that. Well, not no more because I don't cover him like that, but he did. She said, damn, they had 2594 text messages. If they did, that's a lot of fucking text. I don't even think me and my husband got that many text messages in 18 years. I don't know. There's a lot of damn text messages, Cassie, baby. That is a lot of text messages. 2594. Y'all see this? This is crazy work. They had 2,594 text messages. Shit, let me see how many me and Jay got. That shit crazy. Let me see. I'm curious now. Where is that at? Oh shit! It said we only got 205. Damn. Wait a minute. It said me and Jay got 205. Hold on. Oh no, that 205. That's just how many text messages you have in your phone. That's not between them two. Because I just looked at it. It said I got 205 in my whole thing. That's what it is. So that's not that's how many you got in your phone, period. Not between one person. She said I have 42,000 with my little boo. 42,000. God damn. She said, see what it shows with Hampton. Yeah, I think this is just 25.95. So 25.94 and 25.95. Yeah, that's how many she got in her phone, period. That's how many text messages she has in her phone, period. When it all boils down to it, season fixing to troll the hell out of him with fake pages. Woo, I can't wait. Hey, you think she's gonna do that? Do you think she's going to jump on the fake page train and start trolling him on the fake pages? Do you really think she has a heart for that? Baby, that's a waste of damn time. But she retired like I am, so I guess she got time on her hand. But baby, please. Child, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Anyway, let me go, y'all, because if I come back later, I want to go over this case study, which means I got to look it up and find out some information on it. I do know some information on it already. But so if I do that, I'll be back later. So maybe like, I don't know, maybe even 1 o'clock in the morning or some late or whatever. If y'all still up, if not, I'll do it in the morning. I'll do it in the morning. But I do want to go over this case study because it is, it's interesting. All right. But anyway, I love y'all. Hit that thumbs up button and I'm out of here, y'all. Bye.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Jay!
She kept talking about
We
that
got these
family.
hoes over there. About
She kept
bad.
talking about that family. She kept talking
Internet
about that
gangsters.
family. She kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers don't be want to regret something. Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.